This is what the hospital said years ago. Why are you no longer providing childbirth services? Well, we lost all of our doctors, a lot of them. That's one reason. Also, um, we don't have as many
Okay,
births, so it's not like a good business
we're
for
back.
us. And we could send you an hour away to a
Back, baby.
different hospital. And also, Idaho's legal and political climate. Highly respected, talented physicians are leaving. Recruiting replacements is hard. In addition, the Idaho legislature continues to introduce and pass
Got
bills
food
that
too. I
criminalize
was using a
physicians
VPN.
for medical care nationally recognized as the standard of care. They could deal with civil litigation, criminal prosecution, leading to jail time or fines. So basically, the laws have made it impossible for us to get good doctors to deliver good care. So that happened years ago. It's a town, Sandpoint. It's a town of like 10,000 people, but pregnant women need to travel an hour to get actual health care. So, what happened after that hospital said we're not going to provide this stuff? Well, there was a crisis health center called 7B, 7B as in boy, Care Clinic. 7B Care Clinic. They decided we're going to expand. We'll provide even more fake services to the people in this community. And when there was an article in CBS News just a couple months ago about all this, check this out. Religious anti-abortion center finds opportunity in town without OBGYNs. And that's a hell of a framing for what's going on here. Thanks, Barry Weiss. But in any case, I want to show you there's 7B Care Clinic. They've been operating since 2001, but again, they're expanding now. But I got to show you this bit right here. By December of 2024, more than 2 years after the U.S. Supreme Court overturned nationwide abortion rights in its Dobbs decision, Idaho lost a third of its OBGYNs. 7B is expanding with the goal of bringing obstetric care back to Sandpoint. You guys, they're going to help the pregnant women in the community. What are they doing? The organization plans to come back
Hooray!
to its current building once
Right?
it's paid off, said their leader, and it's in talks with the hospital about 30 miles away in Washington state to bring in an OBGYN once a week to provide prenatal care. Okay, interesting. So, this fake Christian clinic that doesn't actually provide health care, they said, we're working with the hospital nearby. They're going to send over a real doctor to provide medical care, and we're hashing out the details. And I got to say, like, I don't like these Christian crisis pregnancy centers at all. They're horrible places, and they are fake, and they try to mislead you into thinking it's like a Planned Parenthood, but it's not. They're bad places. But you know what? If they can bring in a real doctor to see patients, I mean, good, given the alternatives of which there are none, that's a good thing, right? So that's where we were as of May. They were going to work with another hospital system to meet with patients. Well, the reason I bring all this up is that that arrangement with the hospital has just blown up. It's not happening anymore. And
Of
that's the
course.
story I want to get to. And I just found out about reading a story from Range Media, a really good article by Sophia Mattis Aldis. And essentially, what happened here, let me explain this. If you look at a map of Idaho, you know that it has a panhandle that touches Canada. Well, Sandpoint is like right in that panhandle, and that means they're very close to the state of Washington. So they asked a hospital facility right at the eastern edge of Washington state. It's called the Newport Hospital District. Hey, can you send a doctor over here to Sandpoint once every 2 weeks? We don't care who, just send us a good physician. Come every 2 weeks, and we will pay you $200 an hour. And you got that was the arrangement that they were planning to have. So the contract was set to begin in early June, just last month. Well, there was a doctor. His name is Kevin McNamee. He was the doctor that was assigned to go to Sandpoint to 7B Care Clinic on June 2nd. So he goes over there for day one of this arrangement. I'm sure he was very excited to meet his patients and offer them care. And he knows, just like the hospital district knows, this is like a crisis pregnancy center. They know that the Idaho legislature doesn't do abortions and stuff, but you could still try to provide care, or at least tell a patient you're going to need some care. Well, guess what happened when this doctor got to the facility? They handed him this. You could see his name at the top there. The
Oh
7B
my
Health
god.
Facility, that 7B Care Clinic, which is run under a
Mm-mm.
different name, technically speaking. That's why it says something else there. They said, hey, doctor, we need you to sign this. It's a mission statement, it's a statement of faith. We need
Fuck
you
that.
to sign off on
Fuck
something
that.
that says you agree with the following. We believe the Bible to be the inerrant, infallible, authoritative word of God. Basically, this doctor has to sign a pledge that he's a true Christian. Wait, not only that,
Nope.
not
Fuck
only
that.
that, it also says, oh, I love this. You have to believe that uh, the resurrection of both the saved and the lost, that they are saved unto the resurrection of life, and that they are lost unto the resurrection of damnation. You got to agree that, like, brown
Nope.
people are going to hell if they don't accept Jesus. Then it gets worse. Look
We're
at
in
this section
order?
right here.
Okay.
This is the one that got people's eyes popping. Each person who, oh, I'm sorry, let me go up a little bit. Commensurate with this purpose, those who labor as pregnancy center staff, board members, directors, and volunteers are expected to know Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior and conduct their lives in accordance with biblical principles. Thus, each person who is single must be committed to sexual purity, and those married must be in a heterosexual marriage consisting of one biological man and one biological woman.
Fuck off.
So the doctor who is like a subcontractor just going to this facility has to agree if he's single, he can't be having any sex.
Dude,
And if
that's
he's
fucking
married,
wild.
it better be
That
with
is
a
some wild shit.
cisgender woman. It's just a ridiculous thing. Also, it says we don't recommend, provide, or refer for abortion or abortifacients. And then a bunch of other stuff. Um, yeah. So they made this guy sign a statement of faith if
I
he was
win.
going to help their clients
Oh, I
as
got
a
the other
doctor
card.
from another facility. Guess what the doctor said? The doctor said, I'm not signing this. And then he
Bam!
left. And then the
Good.
hospital said, yeah, the doctor's not signing this. And they tore up the contract. In fact, the very next day, the hospital, they sent a letter to the Christian facility, and this is
Good.
what they said in it, according to the news article about this. The district, the hospital, the district was not informed during negotiations that its providers would be required to individually subscribe to religious doctrines, ministry principles, or additional conditions of participation. And a week later, June 10th, 7B
Go.
Care responded to the hospital, and they're like, how dare you imply that we sprung this on you? We totally told you this is what we were going to do. And they do have a copy of this letter she wrote to the members of the board of the hospital.
God, again?
We
Really?
were surprised by the assertion that the statement of faith and the statement of principle were not disclosed prior to execution of the agreement, or that their existence was concealed during negotiations. Life Choices Pregnancy Center has always operated as a Christian faith based ministry, blah, blah, blah. At no time did we attempt to conceal our religious nature or the values that guide our
Hey,
ministry.
you never
And
really
this is where it gets very
proclaimed it,
interesting.
though.
During the negotiation process, I specifically raised the issue of our statement of faith and asked whether participating providers would be willing to sign it. Dr. Renke, I don't know who that is, Dr. Renke said that all were Christian and it would not be a problem. I don't know how he knows that about all the doctors. Maybe he just assumed we're in Eastern
If
Washington.
you're
They're
a
probably all
doctor,
Christian. So, like, it's not an
I would
issue for
assume
Christian
most of you,
doctors to work at a Christian facility. I'm assuming
because
that's
you
kind
know
of
about
how
evolution.
that conversation went. Additionally, copies of the statement of faith were provided to someone from the hospital at a meeting held in April. They distributed the copies to those in attendance. Had we been informed at the time that the statement of faith presented a concern or conflict, we would have welcomed the opportunity to discuss this further, blah, blah, blah. So, for those reasons, we respectfully disagree with the characterization in the notice that these requirements were undisclosed, misrepresented, or first introduced when the doctor came over, whatever. Okay, for what it's worth, no one was ever denying that this clinic was faith based, but it's not a stretch for the hospital to think, okay, well, this clinic needs actual doctors with medical expertise, not like automatons who share your religious views. And one of the things I do want to show you is that the CEO of the hospital actually told, she said in a statement, I just want to show you this from Range Media. Look at the top line. This is the CEO of the hospital. I personally attended the meeting. A copy of this document was not handed
Oh,
out.
now they're lying.
So I don't know what happened there. It is possible that when they were negotiating this deal, the clinic said, here's like our contract or whatever. And it said like statement of faith, but maybe everyone at the hospital thought, well, this applies to
I
like
think
you
lying's a
guys.
sin. I'm pretty.
We're doing you a favor here. Like, we don't care what you believe. We're not here to tell you how to practice your faith. But like, we're we're not employees of your facility, so maybe this doesn't apply to us. It's possible that happened. Or maybe the Christian facility just lied and just assumed everyone knew what they're all about. But again, the thing about crisis pregnancy centers is no one knows what they're about, and that's their superpower. They lie to everybody about what they do. So I don't know what happened there. But I will say, I'm applauding this hospital for saying, we're not playing your game. If you are demanding that our doctors have to be your kind of Christian to help you, and our doctors have to be anti gay and anti trans to help you, and our doctors can't even provide health care because you won't allow them the full range of options, like, you know what? We're not going to work with you. Go figure it out yourself. I mean, sorry to the women in the community who won't get the help they need, but like, that's an Iowa legislator fault. Blame the elected people. Blame everyone in Idaho who votes for Republicans. This is their fault. But it's unfortunate that pregnant women won't in Sandpoint won't be able to get easier access to the help they need because of Republican politicians and a Christian ministry that falsely believes they can do it all on their own. But it shouldn't be surprising to anybody. This is what happens when anti abortion ideology replaces actual health care. So,
Yep.
just to summarize, Idaho Republicans drove a bunch of OBGYNs out of the state by threatening them with prison to do
And it's
their
fine if they're
jobs.
anti-abortion,
This
but
crisis
like,
pregnancy
what
center,
social
a
safety nets do
misnomer,
they
they
have
stepped
after the
in to
kid is
fill the
born?
void, even though
This
they
kid is
don't
gonna
do
die
all the stuff a hospital
slowly,
does. And then they're
slow
like, oh
death,
shit, we can't do everything. Let's ask some
because
real doctors to
nobody's
help
there to
us.
help them.
But they made it so that those doctors had to sign a contract with
This
a
is not
million strings
pro-life,
attached. And the doctors are
pro-birth,
like, no, we're not doing it. We're better
no
than you,
pro-life.
as they should.
Wait
And
a
so
second.
instead of helping to repair the damage caused by Republicans,
Let's be
7B
real here.
Care
Do I need to
has
pull up the
proven
George
why
Carlin
clinics
sketch?
like theirs are not
It
substitutes for
sketch.
legitimate medical facilities. They're like Catholic hospitals. Their first obligation is to religious beliefs, not to patients' needs. And this is not isolated. It's happening in Idaho here, but it's happening all across the country in red states where, because of Republicans at the national level, there is less funding for hospitals. A lot of hospitals have had to shut down, especially in rural areas. And because of the overturning of Roe v. Wade, you can't get abortion care, reproductive care in a lot of states and a lot of places. And doctors who are there to help patients cannot help them
Come
because
on,
politicians
B.
and Christians are getting in the way. This is what happens every time people who don't value women's health take control of women's health. It's infuriating. I will stop there. What questions we got here? Well, they'll always have potatoes. And you know what? And if that helps you with your pregnancy, good for you. It's not a good business for us, should never be an excuse for not providing healthcare. Besides the point, but just wanted to say that. You are absolutely correct, and I hate our healthcare system, and kudos to Canada and everywhere else in the world for doing it so much better than us. But yes, in the dystopian hellscape that is the American healthcare system, I get it, but also that is a shitty reason for not providing healthcare. Healthcare providers frequently get sued, named in blanket lawsuits, and are required to have insurance. The insurance rates for OB/GYNs are highest in all of medicine. Absolutely true. You want doctors to go into that field because it's a hard field to get into, even among doctors. That is not necessarily one people are clamoring for. So the fact that Idaho pushed out a third of theirs is ridiculous. And I know what I'm talking about because I'm brown. I did go to med school for a year. That should count for something. What would happen if a worker was a trans man in a marriage with a trans woman? I believe you have not identified a good logical error, because I think they said something about you got to be biologically male or female. And so the fact that someone is trans, uh, they just want nothing to do with you. All right, I'm jumping to another story. Give me a moment here.
Thanatos going down like a bitch.
I'm going to close some tabs.
The stupid people time. The best
Okay,
speech anyone's
I
ever
got an
gotten.
update for you on a story I first told you about a year ago or so, but there's been a big update. It involves a federal lawsuit, but it involves understanding the story of what happened to a librarian in Louisiana. And here's what happened. There was a man named
Always
Luke
the South
Ash,
states. Well, except for Idaho.
ASH. He got hired at the East
But
Baton
they're
Rouge Parish Library last year as a technician. I'll be honest, I don't know what a library technician does, but it's more behind the scenes stuff. He's a staffer at the library. Okay, fine. So here's what happened, according
dude, I'd
to
love to be a
news reports.
librarian.
He was having a conversation with one of his coworkers last year, and they were talking about a new employee. And Luke Ash used the pronoun she to describe that person. The coworker said, "Oh, no, that person goes by he." That's it. That's the end of the conversation. And Luke Ash is like, "Well, that's unacceptable. I will not call this person he, because according to his lawsuit, I will share this with you here. On July 7th, 2025, in the course of a conversation with the coworker, Ash was informed that a female trainee at the library preferred to identify as a male, despite being a biological and chromosomal female. I I always want to know, how do you know that? How do
Yeah,
you know this? I
exactly.
mean, unless they told you, but like they're always the most anti-science people you know are obsessed with like the chromosomal makeup of
Yeah,
trans
they
people. And I
love it
never
when
understood that. But
science
in any case,
is
Luke Ash said,
supposedly on
"I
their
am
side,
not going
which
to
is not
use
actually.
this person's pronouns. I'm going to call this person what I want to call them." And the very next day,
It
he
makes
was
me
reprimanded
uncomfortable.
by his boss. The
I don't
boss
like to be
basically
uncomfortable
said,
though.
"Hey, you're violating our library's inclusivity policy," which I can't believe they had one, but I'm glad they did. But this is what the inclusivity policy said. Furthermore, the library provides an atmosphere in which all employees are welcomed, accepted, and respected, regardless of age, gender identity or expression, race, social, economic, and ethnic background, sexual preference, religious preference, and any other distinguishing characteristic. So the library just says, yeah, if you work here, we're going to respect you. And we expect everyone to respect each other, which I don't know, that seems normal and fine, right? I don't know why that's a big deal. And also, in this inclusivity policy, it says all employees have the right to be addressed by their chosen name and pronouns and dress in a manner consistent with their gender identity and expression and decide if, when,
Good.
how, and with whom to share personal information regarding gender identity, gender expression, medical history, and any other confidential information, and I guess your chromosomal makeup. So Luke Ash saw that. He signed to that. I mean, when he became an employee, he signed that inclusivity policy, but the library's
How the
boss said, hey,
fuck?
you're not following our policy, so warning. And Luke Ash said, I'm still not going to do it. I'm not calling this person by their
How the
pronoun.
fuck did I
So he
die
got
behind
fired.
the rock?
And the library officially said that the reason they fired him, I'm sharing this with you, also from the lawsuit. On July 10th, Ash was informed that he was being terminated because it was, quote, not working out for the work culture. Yeah, because like when you're being an asshole to one of your colleagues, you're bad for team morale. So they're getting rid of you. I mean, that is exactly what he deserved. But that is not how Christians have been spinning this. This, when I raised this issue last
Stupid.
year, one of the things that happened is that
So
this
fucking dumb.
guy, his job at the library was not his only job, because it turns out he has another job in Louisiana. He's the pastor of a small Baptist church, and he only worked there for a couple of months, and he decided to take a side job at this library. I don't actually know which one's his real job and which one's his side hustle. And part of me, when I made this video last year talking about this guy, I wondered,
What the fuck is that?
this guy is a fundamentalist.
Oh. Billy D. I was like, what the fuck?
You're running through my mind with a shotgun. I'm running out of time, but I'm not done. Yeah, I don't need to run, it will come to me. I don't need to fight, but I keep moving, keep moving. Even what I lose, yeah, I keep moving. Put on my shoes, yeah, I keep moving. There's no room to refuse. Don't you mess with us, we're not afraid. Look at us, no, there is nothing to discuss. I'm not okay, but I'll get up. I know
wipe.
the way, no, I won't stop. I know this game, I won't give
That's a
up.
wipe.
Take some time to
That might be a wipe. That's a big old wipe.
Don't be obsessive, it could be intensive, it could be explosive, it could be offensive. Don't be defensive, don't be aggressive, it will be a waste cause we could be expensive. You need a little fee in your life, you need a little me in your life. I wanna see the sea in your eyes, you need to be free.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious.
Oh, what a big day, everybody.
Let's do it. Sup, you beautiful bastards. Welcome back to the Philip DeFranco Show / DeFranco's Live.
Franco's show, double dose.
The Franco's show.
Oh no, the chat's over you. I'm not used to it. Wait. Guys, get out of my wife's way. Guys, I know she's here.
Should
you
I
like.
move?
No. I'll
Oh.
figure out a plan.
Pretty cute.
So we have we're gonna have a few different frames tonight. Obviously, we are all here together to deal with the
fun
chaos, the whatever the hell is gonna happen tonight.
Not a clue.
It's ridiculous. It will probably involve the state we are streaming from.
My home state
Yeah.
that I hope to be representing.
Yes.
Come the midterms.
Yeah. So if you don't
when
know,
they happen.
yeah.
Not if they happen.
I was like, wait, before we fully dive into it, do you want to do a little bit
Sure,
of a spiel?
I'll give you my pitch like I do. Hi, I'm Lindsay DeFranco, and I'm running for State House in District 47. Is that the camera?
Wait. Let me move this chat box. Get out of my wife's way. There you go.
That's
Okay.
Yeah?
Hi.
I
There's so many
have a bunch of
screens.
different screens.
I am running for State House in District 47, which is North Fulton, so Milton, Alpharetta, Roswell, a little bit of Cherokee County up near Freeholm, and Mountain Park, which is like a small part of Roswell. And so this, whatever happens tonight, will impact what happens when I win. Not if I win.
Oof.
When I win. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we are.
So here we
Okay,
are.
we didn't die.
Obviously,
We didn't die. That's a
setting
good
up,
start.
This speech, we have, look at this. We have, I'm going to be my own producer tonight. We have this up. We are waiting for everything to start. We have about, I would say, at least 26 minutes if things stay on time. That's not always what happens, but we are going to be going through the chat. A big thing tonight, I would recommend. I saw someone do one of those super chats. Don't do super chats or memberships tonight if you want to help support this. Oh my God!
I'll take care of it.
Also, wait. Is it okay if I grab?
This is a bug gun.
This is a bug gun.
It's a bug gun. It has salt. Please don't.
Just talking about
We have
chefs.
flies everywhere. It's called a bug assault.
It's a whole thing.
Are you allowed to show that?
I think so.
It's got the orange tip. Anyway, speaking of, so I have started doing fundraising live streams because when you're running for office, it costs a lot of money. And what they usually want me to do is spend like 10 hours a week calling people. And I said, no, thank you. I can't do that. I can't do it.
Their audience.
This will be the second of many live streams that are coming very soon. And I'm hoping I hired a company to make it so that when you donate, there should be a pop-up at the bottom. We don't know. It should also fill in the goal.
So the pop-ups have been happening. The gold thing hasn't been filling up. Okay. So thank you to the people that have already started. But
it might take a little bit.
Yeah, I'll leave it up for a second.
Yeah.
I have it removed on the second view, like that.
Okay.
And then I also need to get
if it doesn't work, I can I'll say the names like every once in a while.
Yeah, love it.
Oh, it's working.
Well, so that part's working. That's what I'm saying, though. It's like if I go to this, so I'm just gonna hide that. Don't worry.
Okay, we'll figure that out next time.
Because otherwise, people will be like, "It's at 0. They're an hour in."
Well, maybe I could say maybe that would make people want to do it.
No, that's.
I can say when we get to 500. So last live stream we raised $1,000. So
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's beat that 1,001.
We have the bar. I do have a few things here.
Thank you, Rachel. Oh, Rachel, Big Peach Energy. See, this is also the preview of my new.
Oh my God! Someone dropped 100.
Yeah. Thanks, Rachel.
Baller status, Rachel. Let me see. Oh dang! I had questions lined up and then I accidentally removed them. The peach is cute. Everything LFG. Actually, ooh. Yeah, wait.
What?
Let me bring it up. No. I
want to
hawk some of your stuff.
Also, Phil jokes that whenever anyone asks
Start all
him
my
what it's like for
stupid
me
shit.
being a candidate, he says she's on Canva
What is
a lot,
Dungeon
which is
Seedling?
true. I am on Canva a lot. Thank you, Danielle.
Here, wait.
What are we looking at?
No. I'm taking. This is me. This is me just making sure that the audio is coming through nice for people.
All right. So anyway,
Yeah, we gotta
do you
get.
have any predictions?
I mean, obviously it's about the election. I feel like he's going to talk. It seems like from the early things that are out, he's going to talk about China.
Googleist
I
Lancer
thought initially there's been a lot of
Samurai
talk about
Reaper,
is he going to get Maduro to sign some sort of
Venezuela.
yeah, some sort of
I don't
agreement
know.
to be
I don't
like there,
We'll see.
actually I did something, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. I said earlier today, I don't know if he's going to go as hard and as specific as we are predicting.
They are. I can't really turn them up anymore.
Senators who were elected. Here's the thing. Can I go into this?
Sorry.
So earlier this year, they raided the Fulton County ballot center and took all of the.
So we are
ballots
level
from the
60
2020
bard. We're getting
But
level
what I'm
60
trying to figure out, and
gear.
I've asked a few people, I don't
Getting
know
level
if they
60
took the
bard
ballots
gear.
from the runoff. Because
The
Senator
Iodos is a
Ossoff
tire
and Senator
coffer
Warnock
and
ended
side
up
one.
going to a runoff, and that's when they won. So my prediction is, if let's say he does talk about them specifically, he might talk about the runoff itself, and that might be why he's singling them out.
We'll see. I mean, I think depending. Okay, if he doesn't go balls to the wall where we think that he is,
Yeah.
right? This is like he's doing free promo for Ossoff. And it's and Ossoff's been raising at a crazy rate. He's one of the few Dems that I feel like, I don't know, at least in Twitter world, people are like getting very hyped about. There's a lot of energy.
And he has bipartisan support.
Does he?
Yeah, there is a well-known local radio host who endorsed him. conservative
I
radio host.
borrowed it.
Yeah.
We're going to the
So-
Sea of Clouds, baby.
Conservative radio host endorsed my opponent. So
Anytime you mention it, I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I'm not going to say anything.
you
not
can,
not
you
yet.
can type it.
Not yet. What? Oh wait, what is this? That
Oh,
you
so
have?
I did some background research just on
This
the
is-
state of things.
You're more prepped than I am.
I am the most prepped.
Oh, so I just figured out how to fix the audio. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna be a little bit test. This might be a
Yeah,
little bit
that's
high.
much higher.
Come on in, Lindsay. Talk.
Test. Or were people saying they can't hear?
Just a little low.
Is it me?
No, because I'm usually inhaling the microphone.
Yeah.
Right. So, but we're a little. I don't want to be all up in your business.
Well,
At least
that's
on
life.
camera.
Okay.
That's life. That's
Good volume
life.
now. Okay. So
But yeah.
no, go for it.
Oh, I was
Much
just going to
better.
say
Much
that
better.
the people who do question the integrity of our elections, I've been in the rooms with them. I go to the state election board meetings, and these people truly believe that
Oh,
something.
yeah.
It's not. It's not like they're just there for fun. This is their whole identity and their whole life,
Yeah.
and you have to feel a little bad.
Yeah, well, okay. So there's two ways that I feel about it. One, yes, you feel like, oh man, this is you're living in a different reality. But then it also makes me
I also believe
not
it,
even
though.
irrationally angry. It makes me so incredibly angry at the people that know that it didn't happen.
Yes.
And they're manipulating these people, and there's no way to
It's
really talk
crazy
to the people
how
that are being
people
manipulated
are
in a way
lost in the
that doesn't seem
sauce.
condescending.
Exactly.
Right? Where you're just like, oh, you're being tricked, and they're like, oh, so I'm stupid?
Exactly.
And it's like, no,
that's I don't think that at all.
It's like,
At all.
I've misplaced my trust before, too. Like, I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I go to these state election board meetings and I see how passionate these people are, and I talk to these people, and I'm not there to argue with them. I'm there to hear what they think and why. And it is complete belief.
Yeah.
And the people on the state election board, there's only one Democrat on the state election board. And the chairman of the state election board is a Republican, but he actually does a really great job. But they kind of just feed into the
Oh
whole thing.
wow,
say,
we're
thank you to
going.
Corey. Thank you to so
we're
many
going back
names
to
that have
Yeah,
You
Virginia.
are-
thank you.
Do you
Thank you so much.
do you guys send stuff out to people that?
Oh, yeah, we should. We have merch for sale, too, but we should. I do send thank you notes when I can. But here, I want to say a little bit about why
Do it.
I'm doing this grassroots support thing. Like I said before, what a lot of candidates do is they do call time. They call people. They say, hey, I'm running for this. Can you donate? I wasn't having luck with that. And it also, I don't like it when people call me and ask for things. I don't like it when people I know call me. But then I will talk about the opponent for a second. Yeah?
Okay. Do we don't use names though?
Nah. You can look him up if you want. But anyway, he is funded by
That's gotta be a
billionaires
joke.
and the NRA and the gambling packs. He has a lot of dirty money and not a lot of support from small grassroots donors.
Oh wait,
And that means a lot more to me.
Yeah.
So our average donation is $40. We have over 1,000 donors. Average donation is $40, and that means a lot more to me than having
$40,000.
however much he's
Jesus.
raised from PACs and from lawyers and stuff like that.
No, it's like I feel you, but then
Yeah.
obviously it has to be. We have to be competitive too, because it's
Yeah.
like he's getting that money from PACs. He's getting the money from a certain billionaire that happens.
Rick
to be trying,
Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
trying
Rick
to
Jackson
buy
maxed
a
him
spot
out.
in the state.
Yeah. It was really interesting when all of this happened. Can I go into this story? Do we have time?
Wait, wait. What time is it? It's at least 18 minutes if
Okay.
things stay on time.
So a lot of you know I was running for school board. I really wanted this state house seat, but we had a 24-year incumbent in this seat. So I was going to wait. And then about a week before qualifying, which is
Hey, let's
basically
go
the
to Sea
week
of
where you can
Clouds.
go down to the Capitol, file your paperwork, and say, hey, I'm really going to run. A week before then, Jan Jones, the incumbent, decided to retire. And we all heard the news, and I was like, okay. I wasn't planning on jumping.
Yeah.
I was dedicated to what I was doing. And then the next day, this guy announces that he's running. And he had flyers, he had a website, he had everything ready to go. He had dozens of endorsements.
Thinking they're slick.
So basically, they had been holding on to this information for however long. I don't know when she was going to retire or
Where
when she
am
was
I?
even going to announce, but
Oh, I'm like way
they're
up
trying
here.
to push this 24-year-old kid who works for the mayor, push him through. And I think they hoped that nobody else would jump in.
But he also, I thought based off of like what the Republican establishment was doing, that it would be like, okay, so he's just going to have the support, and he had to go to a runoff.
He had to go to a runoff. So actually, I jumped in because I already had the infrastructure behind me of a campaign and a great team. So I said, you know what? Nobody else has jumped in. Let's go. And and then 2 Republicans jumped in. There was Phoebe Eckhart and Brian Cochran. Phoebe didn't get enough votes. She did run for against Jan before. I didn't know that.
Okay.
And Brian Cochran. And then, Jack had to go to a runoff with Brian. Huge difference in support. But I think what the problem is that Jack has the establishment support and the establishment money, and people don't like that.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. Like, who are you? He's spoken for already.
Yeah. No, especially, I don't know, that if you're a Republican politician in this state, that you're not a pure Trumplican, what a weird spot to be in. Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, I either have to like
Battle of
sell my soul
Oblivion.
now
This is
and,
like
ride
what we've
this
been
fear
searching
line,
for. This stupid
or, I
fucking
don't know.
song.
But that's
It's probably
the thing.
like
When
a
you're
badass
24, do you really know any better?
Yeah. I do want to show something really quick. Also, I mean, Lindsay, you're going to be so busy with all these people that are donating.
Oh, I know,
they're
thank
amazing. But also, there were a few people that have been asking, like, if when I've been wearing a shirt
Stone
or a hat
calls
or something like
to
that,
me.
or it's on the screen. If you also want to get some campaign merch.
Oh, are you on the merch page?
Yeah, you can go to lindsayforga.com/shop.
Gonna corrupt him.
You're not on shop.
I'm not on shop.
You're not on shop.
I'm not. What am I doing? I don't know.
LindsayForGA.com/shop.
Feel the
We're
way
trying
full-
to do all of the
baleful
methods that we know how
beings?
to fundraise. We're trying to use that money.
There we go.
Yes. So we have the LFGT. I would like to.
It stands for Lindsay for Georgia.
Yes.
Not the other thing.
I would like to take credit for
Looking
coming
for
up with
group?
that, but somebody in an Instagram comment so long ago
Who is
said we should
this?
use
Like,
LFG, and so we
Bad
do.
Garuda?
But then if you go down to the next shirt, it's what does LFG mean? It means love for Georgia.
Actually,
Dude, that
Lindsay
Garuda
for
got
Georgia.
big
Lindsay for
titties.
Georgia.
Holy
It
shit.
doesn't-
Okay, anyway.
No.
Full night is ended, banished by the
you can say it,
fool.
though.
The dreams are
You
mine
can
to
say it
see,
separate.
and art is mine
and then,
to
you know,
rule.
you got tees, some hats. I've been needing that since, I'm 40 years old, and I run in UV10.
I made a huge mistake with those hats.
What do you mean?
Those signature logo caps. I had all my campaign stuff next to a junk pile that we were getting taken away, and the hats got taken in a junk pile. I know.
Wait, so can they buy it?
No, I ordered more.
Okay.
I ordered more. We have a great local printer.
This
who
is the Ballad
does
of
union work and all
Oblivion.
of that stuff. So I ordered
Okay.
more. It's good for him. He said, "I'm so sorry that happened." I was like, "It's okay. It's my fault."
Being
It's my
used
bad."
to lay
Then you
waste
get
to
a
an
tote,
entire
'cause,
tribe of Mughals.
you're like NPR.
This is like the end of whatever. So, we've been searching for this Ballad of Oblivion. It was I who released Minas into the world. I will vanquish it even if it costs me my life. Yeah, this is just Red Garuda. Who do you think you're trying to impress? Everglade and Mogta aren't running anywhere, and neither am I. We're in this together until the bitter end. Guild a lot? Guide a lot? You're here? I'm here because you know nothing, Sanson the Stiff. I can't well leave you to your own devices. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Work up your ears because I'm going to say this again. It's fervent desire to aid in our comrade that bestows our songs with power. And no songs have more power than those that you compose yourself. If there's no Ballad of Oblivion to be had, we'll just have to create it. Hell yeah. Go, baby. It was the greatest song in the world. But this is a tribute. Yes, you have the right of it. Let ours be the song of triumph over our life. I like the sound of that. Now, there's 4 of us to battle the siren. That makes the song a quartet, eh? Hell yeah. We're in a band. Gonna beat Big Titty Siren. Still. Come on, we can get her. Be careful, Everglade. Got a bad feeling about this. Ow. Where is she? Okay. I think we'll get her just fine. I have to keep an eye on my debuffs there. Okay, debuffs are good. That's to beat Red Garuda. Burner ability is up. Yeah, I fucked that one up, didn't I? We're gonna get her. We get her right for sure. Be done. No problem at all.
So we gotta get stuff. Oh, Pepperidge Farm, remember, is filled black and white content. Oh, Simpler Days. Simpler Days. Let me do a quick audio check.
Vision this be
Oh,
a
there we go.
Trump rally type speech that could go an hour or 70 or 80
That
minutes.
there.
We're about 8 minutes away from the president speaking.
About 8 minutes away.
8 minutes. Now,
8
what's
minutes.
even better? Is he
Oh.
going to be on time?
You never know.
Not
You never
usually
know.
that punctual.
I will say it's better than the State of the Union stuff, where it's like everyone's like high-fiving and taking pictures.
Well,
Although
should
my
do, we
favorite State of the
composed
Union
our
thing is
own
still
Ballad of
Joe
Oblivion.
Biden
Hell yeah,
saying
let's
Marjorie
go.
Taylor Greene.
The real
Oh my
Ballad
God.
of Oblivion
It's like-
was the friends
Speaking
we made on our
of, what a
way.
turnaround for that woman.
For Marge?
Marge.
Oh yeah, wait. I was like, I'm not gonna ask you about Marge. I was like, there's
I'm enjoying watching what she's doing.
from the outside.
Well, and that she's not like impacting anything really right now.
I feel like she's waiting. She's like waiting to see if the Republicans get decimated, and then is gonna come back and be like, so you want us? Like her, Massey,
You know what?
some
At
of these
least,
other people.
at least she's predictable. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't like she stands by what she stands by, and she's not. You know, there's something to be said for that.
There's not. Yeah, I don't know. I was
Go.
watching a little bit of that JD Vance on Joe Rogan for the show,
Oh yeah.
and
Dude,
I'm
the
like,
JD Vance
I'm like,
Joe thing
my man, you know
fucking-
you're the vice president. Like
I
you're the
don't think
vice
he knows.
president. He's like he on Joe Rogan, he was essentially like this. Now it's Infowars is essentially the Onion. It was like a sketch. He's like, this conspiracy goes all the way to not the top, but somewhere in here that I'm not able to get access to as a man that is a Trump fish fillet sandwich away from the presidency. Like it's bananas. And then
B-A-N-A-N.
every topic he's like trying to be like, I see where some of the disillusioned or the Republicans that have fallen out of our favor, like where they're coming from. He's trying to set himself up for 2028 while also not throwing Trump under the bus, which I don't know how that's going to serve him though, because Trump is like, if you're not 100% loyal,
Yeah.
you're dead to me.
Well,
So
I think that's why he doesn't know he's the vice president. And he's like, I'm the president and the vice president.
Oh man, wait, Chuck Schumer, you're not live right now, right?
Inspiration.
Now, Sanich, that was
I've never
Chuck
seen
Schumer.
that guy before.
Today,
I don't watch
we're going
this
to hear after.
I know there's like a regular
this
camera.
address
He looks
tonight
like I know that's
from
probably just
another
makeup. He looks like he's got a
Democratic
beauty
member
filter
of
on.
Congress, Joseph Borelli.
Callan
Democrat
dropping
from New
a
York, member of
hundo
House
shan.
Thank you.
There's so many names that
election issues in the House. The
we're gonna
question is
have to
about
say again
Democrats'
later.
strategy
Love your
coming
faces.
out of this. What
Yeah.
are your
Amazing.
Y'all are the
thoughts
best.
on
Thank
how
you.
they played
You're
this
gonna
today and what's going to happen?
The
catapult
west
me
of
to the
Quarry
winning.
Mill?
Yeah. Also, I
Go to
will
Quarry Mill.
Paul.
mess with the volume for the video, but I don't want to set a standard yet because I don't know how close the microphone's going to be to Trump's mouth, and so I don't want all of y'all to get jump scared.
Or sick.
It's the best
might be like,
microphone
the mouthy
distance.
breathing
Nobody's ever
Trump.
seen anything like it.
Or the teeth falling out, Trump.
It might be, yeah, we'll see. Oh, wait. Someone said they shared a Trump bingo card on my Facebook page.
Oh, nice.
I'll check that separate. Here we go. Let me
You could
do
print
this.
it out. I could go grab it.
Actually, wait. Yeah, wait. I'll
not?
try. You still? Oh no, I don't think I've logged into Facebook on this ever.
Oh, I could.
1 second. No, you're good. You can.
Okay.
You just
I was
there's a
gonna
chat.
say. Okay, there's the chat. Oh, who has the bingo card? Will I be hosting a phone bank? Yes. Okay.
Oh.
If there's anyone who wants to volunteer that does not live here, email info@lindsayforga.com, and we will sign you up. Thank you.
Ooh, okay, wait. Thank you, Elaine. I have your photo.
Oh, you want to print
That
it?
is hopefully not.
It's
somehow
gonna be the
magically
best
malware.
Is there any way to put it in the chat so people can play along?
No, I can't.
Hey, Jen.
But if you go to facebook.com/the Philip DeFranco Show, I think is my URL. I don't know.
I've had to relearn how to
Okay,
use
we
Facebook
got
and
new
LinkedIn.
attire.
My deputy campaign manager had to
There
I've
we
never
go.
had a LinkedIn before, and the fly.
I'm telling you, I want to use the bug gun, but we might have to kill the camera for a second.
It's on you.
This concludes the
Kill
the
Bard
camera.
quest for
Oh, no, it's
Heaven's
on the
Word.
computer
In order
screen.
to undertake, you must
No,
meet the
that's fine.
following
Okay, kill the
requirements.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be
Hurry.
right back.
I've already done this.
Got it. We're alive. It was
I've already
just a
done
bug.
this.
We shot
A
a bug.
Bard's
We
Tale
shot a bug.
too.
We shot a bug. Everyone's fine.
That's insane.
Oh, and we get swatted. It's just a bug. It's PETA.
Oh,
You guys,
no.
you have to look up it's the bug assault rifle.
Julia,
it
thank
shoots
you.
out salt pellets.
I'm,
It doesn't
Oh,
break
come
anything.
on. We got new
so
Bard
red.
stuff.
I'm gonna see. Okay, we got 3 minutes. I'm
Dude,
gonna see if
there's
this is-
so
Okay.
much.
Then I have to get a camera.
Yeah, the sound was still on, wasn't it? So they
Yes.
just oh yeah, we just didn't want the video to get taken down. It's oh god, you guys, this is a fun gun. Oh god, I have to be conscious of getting clipped.
I gotta.
These headphones are wild. Have you guys? Oh, I touched it. I don't. They're really weird. Oh, you have a bug assault too. Phil does have legs. Thank you for donating. The flag got assaulted. Oh my gosh. The camera got cut, but the audio was amazing. Oh, as soon as I pulled it, I was like, oh no. You did not miss the speech yet. The bang was crazy. I think it sounded loud because there's a big softbox, which is like a type of light, but it's covered by like fabric, and it hit that. So it was just over the top. Phil will be back. He's printing out the bingo card.
Okay.
Oh, he's got 1 minute. Do I have any notable endorsements? Today I got endorsed by the Vote
Shoulder
Mama PAC, which I'm
glove?
very excited about. They help moms run for office. I've just been working on those for now, but I would really like to get endorsements from local people. Lost the fly vote. I know. Is there a PETA for flies?
Okay. Head.
Did it work?
Yes.
Nice.
All right, so we're gonna read this all together. I was like, wait, we're gonna have to go full screen, and actually, we have a minute and a half before it's supposed to start. Don't worry. We've got nobody's ever seen it, billions and billions. Many people
Nobody's
are
ever
saying,
seen it.
Witch hunt. Believe me, people are telling me.
Oh gosh.
The likes of which nobody has ever seen. Very strongly
likes of
in many ways. So much winning. Big strong men, I think, is guaranteed.
It's the
right?
best. Nobody's seen it.
Hoax, free China.
Oh!
Wait, sorry, I would say free China. China, free space. A lot of people don't know. And you know what? People see
don't
what
know it.
happens. Sir, with tears in his
eyes.
eyes. Crooked. Nobody knows more about it than me. Radical left, that has to be a given.
Oh, yeah.
Total disaster. Nobody knew. Like
Like
a
a
dog. I don't know
dog.
if like a dog's gonna get hit.
Ooh.
It is what it is. By the way, perfect. Low,
Low
IQ.
IQ,
Fake news
news.
feels like a guaranteed. Incredible. Greatest in history. If he goes off prompter, he is 100% saying fake news. Oh, wait, here we go. Let me.
Oh, I touched it and it made a beep. Does that mean anything?
Well, we will see.
And Trump looked at Johnson and said, "We got a secret."
No, okay, so we're good there. Oh man, so we got that. You just made one too? Yeah, if you go to the Facebook, on the last post, Elaine posted this great bingo card
I wonder if I could get a different one.
so that we can be. Let me see. Oh, okay, we're good here.
Oh, the League of Women Voters made one.
Yeah, and just really. Oh wait, where's the? My chat's not here. Oh wait, that's right, because I hid it because it was covering you. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit. Okay.
Right on top.
Country is safer, stronger, and far wealthier than it has ever been before. We are doing great. Less than 2 years ago, we inherited an economic and social disaster. After the worst inflation in 48 years, the wide open borders with millions and millions of people pouring in from all over the world, including criminals of all
Campaign
types,
speech
and
again, isn't it?
11,888 murders, many of whom killed more than one person. We had transgender for everybody, men and women's sports,
Should watch my face.
crime ravaging our cities, and the whole world was laughing at us as a nation, but not anymore. 2 years ago, our country was dead. Now, we are the hottest country anywhere in the world. America is respected
He means
like
the
we
heat.
have never been
It's so hot.
respected
That's what
before.
it is.
I'm sweating.
We have more money being invested in the United States than at any time in the history of our country. More Americans are working today than ever before. This week it was announced that inflation saw the largest monthly decline in more than
Monthly?
6 years. Just happened. It was just given out.
It was just
Media
done.
reported it,
We'll
and
have it up after.
we accept it. The best in 6 years. The tax cuts in our great big
Yeah, it's
beautiful
at
bill are saving
3.4
hardworking
now because it
families
was so fucking high
thousands
before.
and thousands of dollars. Like with the
Don't believe your wallet,
provisions,
though,
No
guys.
tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors, along with the interest deduction on a loan used to purchase a car, but only if that car is made in America, and a 100% expensing for our job-creating businesses. Our stock markets are at their highest point in many years, but we can actually say of all time. And your 401ks, pensions, and retirement accounts are setting records every single day, the highest in history. For years, we paid the highest price for prescription drugs anywhere in the world. Now we pay the lowest price under my most favored
No, we
nations
don't.
policy.
No, we
Because I
absolutely
was
do
able
not.
to get the
Fucking
rest
not.
of the world and the pharmaceutical companies to act responsibly. Drug prices are coming down by 70, 80, and 90%.
90%, all of the percents. 5,000%.
Ultimately reduce the cost of health care. You have to go to trumprx.gov and
Everything
take advantage
about
of
this
it.
reeks of desperation.
But the cost of health care is coming
Absolutely.
way down
This is what
because
we've
of
done.
what
He's
we've
like,
done
guys,
with
it's not as bad as it
prescription
feels
drugs.
like.
All of it.
And with Trump
the price of
accounts, every
gas,
child in
it's
America
not
now
real.
has access to a tax-free investment account
It sounds like
to
the
save
state of
for
the
their
union.
future. Billions and billions of dollars are being invested, put in by companies and individuals to take care of our children so that at age 18 they will have potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in their account. and they'll
Hundreds
get
of
off to a
thousands.
great start in life. So for that,
I'm
go
sure.
to
Definitely gonna
trumpaccounts.gov
happen.
and sign up your child or any child who'd like to sign up.
Or you can
Our
give them
previously
that.
wide open borders have been transformed into the most secure
The
borders
most
in the history of our
xenophobic
country,
borders in
with
the history
zero
of the
illegal
country.
aliens being admitted to the United States in the past 14 months. That is zero. Nobody thought it was possible.
Nobody
We
thought
had
it was
the worst border in the history of our country, and now we have the best. Crime is plummeting nationwide with the murder rate at its lowest level since
For
1900,
ICE.
or more than 125 years ago.
Don't think about those
We're
people
making
that
a
ICE
record
killed last
investment
week.
in
No.
our armed forces, and we have
Everything's
the
great.
strongest
What
and
about
most
ICE?
powerful military
The best
by
ICE
far
killings of all time.
anywhere in the world. I built it during my first term, and unfortunately, we're forced to use it now. We won in Venezuela, which is now working with us to produce millions and millions of barrels of oil. We are likewise winning big in
Yeah, I
Iran,
paid
and you
fucking
will see the
$4
fruits of that labor
today
very, very
for my
shortly.
fucking gas. He can go
America
fuck
is back
himself.
and doing really well, but we
Please say the
still
word.
have a major challenge that must be urgently addressed, because no country can be great without fair and honest elections.
Okay, here we go.
You
we go.
have to trust your country, because if there can be no trust, there can be no greatness. And that's very simple. No trust, no greatness. For many years, I've called for bold,
Yeah,
swift,
just
and
put it down on the card. No
decisive
trust, no
action
greatness.
to protect the integrity of America's elections. Every American deserves to know that when they cast their vote, that vote will be counted accurately in a system, and that is to make that system secure.
And we've already been
One
doing
where
that, but
cheating
I don't
and
like it.
interference are not just difficult, but virtually impossible. Unfortunately, the system we have today falls catastrophically short of that
Catastrophic.
standard.
It has a
Tonight,
PH
I'm
in there.
announcing the
A lot
immediate
of people don't know that.
declassification and release of critical intelligence, revealing shocking vulnerabilities in our election infrastructure. This
Uh-huh.
evidence shows that the election system we have dangerously exposes, and really exposes like levels never thought possible.
Never thought
The
possible.
hacking,
Nobody's ever done it.
exploitation, and foreign interference. Just as disturbingly, this vital information has for many years been covered up and hidden from you, the American people, our beautiful, our great American people. But that all changes right now. The documents we will release starting tonight have been gathered by the White House Government Transparency Task Force, a great group of people, along with the staff of the
Fabricated.
President's Intelligence Advisory Board, supported by
The
our
fuck is-
top intelligence agency chiefs. who have all personally reviewed the findings, we are presenting this evening and fully confirmed their authenticity. You can see these documents for yourself at whitehouse.gov. That's whitehouse.gov. Go check it out. Our purpose in disclosing this information is not to weaken confidence in election, but to earn that confidence by confronting vulnerabilities and correcting them very, very quickly. And that's what we're doing. The documents cover 5 major areas of concern. First, they show
All of
that
the areas.
over a period of years, starting during the 2020 election cycle, the People's Republic of China carried out what is believed to be the largest compromise of election data in history, resulting in China's illicit acquisition of 220 million U.S. voter files. That
Really?
information
220
includes
million.
names, addresses, phone numbers,
More than
political
two-thirds.
party preferences, and other sensitive data that would be needed to register to vote and engage in other nefarious activities, which is exactly what was happening.
It's the most nefarious.
This data
Nobody's
loss
ever been more
presents an
nefarious.
unprecedented election
China.
security
No, I know.
nightmare.
That's what I mean.
The intelligence even shows that China has signed a data exploitation unit specifically to this new project.
Ooh.
Compounding the travesty, the second set of documents we are releasing reveals that members of the deep state, very, very famous group of people, in many cases,
The
in
deep
our
state, here
intelligence
it is.
agency work to actively suppress and downplay information about the extent of China's sinister election meddling, covering it up from both the president and the American people like nobody thought was possible.
Nobody thought it was
U.S.
possible.
spy agencies began
Nobody thought
learning
it.
about the compromise of voter registration files in 2020 when they discovered that tens of millions of voter data,
All of the
think of
data,
that, tens
all of it,
millions of voters'
millions
data
of it.
in 18 states have been bought, stolen, or hacked. What you do?
Oh, I thought he Mitch McConnell's. What's happening?
Stop it.
President or to anyone else, and to the best of our knowledge, they did not inform Congress. In fact, all they kept saying is, this is the most secure election in the history of our country. A standard, very pat line that was divvied out to say.
Nobody's
The
ever
cover-up
done
of
it.
This colossal security breach is even more disturbing in light of the additional information showing that China engaged in other election-related activities to undermine my first administration and our 2020
Sorry, this just
campaign.
feels like
They did not
Grandpa's
want,
ranting
and
at
they just
Thanksgiving.
didn't want it. They fought like hell
Let
not to
go.
have it. Donald Trump to win, and for good reason.
Nobody's ever
As
done
the
it.
documents we are releasing show CIA reporting explicitly stated,
Nobody's
and I
ever done it.
quote, in mid-2018, the Chinese Communist Party's policy was to leverage all domestic and foreign elements that were opposed to the U.S. president in an effort to reduce the U.S. president's votes and make him resign or prevent his re-election. Isn't that nice? Also, in mid-2018, China was working to influence
Adam
the
McIntyre,
results
thank you for
of
20
the U.S.
bones.
midterm elections and later the results of the 2020 presidential election itself. Separately, in mid-2019, the Chinese government's strategy against the United States was focused on undermining domestic confidence in the U.S. president. They wanted to just make you sound like your president wasn't so hot, when actually your president has done a great job, and they did
best
everything
job ever.
possible to do exactly that. Going on, this document says, and this is by the CIA, the strategy included efforts to use Chinese contacts with big U.S. companies to influence
Nobody's
U.S.
ever
business
been
leaders
more.
to turn against the President of the United States of America. The Chinese government sought to identify U.S. journalists who had reported negatively on the U.S. president and pay them large sums of money to write more
The
negative
largest
articles about
sums
him
nobody's ever
as
seen
Oh,
sums
many
brother.
larger.
as they could, and they didn't care what they
Oh,
said.
brother. Yeah,
The
everyone that
Chinese
hates
government
Trump is
wanted
actually
US
Chinese. He's
president
literally
to lose
doing
the next
it.
election, and the reason they
I
wanted
called it.
me to lose is because they knew I was wise to them. Charge them billions and billions of dollars worth of tariffs.
I told
and built
you.
the strongest military anywhere in the world. We have the strongest military anywhere in the world. These are exact quotes from the CIA reporting. The name of the person doing the quote is now under review, but it gets even worse. Raw intelligence obtained by the FBI in 2020, yet buried by rogue bureaucrats, stated that China's activities even included an attempt to manufacture illegal ballots for Joe Biden. Documents show that during this period, dozens of significant CIA and NSA reports about China's election targeting were kept out of the presidential briefing. These were briefings I would get almost every day. Everything was kept out.
General
that was
purpose.
of importance. One email among intelligence analysts admitted that they had, quote, deliberately
Joe Biden is
massaged
Chinese.
the presidential daily briefing to withhold information regarding Chinese activities related to the election. Another official inside the FBI wrote that she was running, quote, a shadow government, unquote.
It's a shadow
to keep
government.
intelligence
Nobody's
about
ever seen
China's
them
election meddling
shadowiest.
from becoming known and to keep it away from the honorable press. Other officials who witnessed such efforts perceived the motivations to be blatantly political. Recently, we found significant
What the fuck is
numbers
happening?
of
Adam
burn
McIntyre.
bags in formation, and this is a group of bags that were used to destroy information given by President Barack Hussein Obama to be burned. It was supposed to be burned. These bags were
What are you
supposed to
saying?
be at a different level
Barman
by
shout out
different
subs. You
people,
got 40K viewers.
incinerated and checked.
Yes.
But it never
Piker
happened.
Broadcasting Service.
Maybe we got
Subscribe
lucky.
to support
We
independent
believe
media
this was
like Adam
not
McIntyre.
done on purpose, but rather through gross incompetence of the
Can I
people
just
that
die
were
all
supposed
of
to
these
burn the bags.
things already?
But the findings are stunning. Today, I'm asking the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, the Department of Justice, the FBI, and the CIA to investigate how and why such crucial information was hidden, to fire those involved in the cover-up, and to file criminal charges, if appropriate, against these people. Yet concealing China's meddling was only the beginning. The third set of documents we are releasing proves that for many years, Americans were blatantly lied
Another
to
100
about
bones,
the
Jesus
security
Christ.
of our election infrastructure, including electronic voting machines and ballot counting systems. Dishonest, almost all. They're vulnerable.
Almost
they're
all of them. All
easily
of them are.
compromised, and people within our government knew that.
The N Scott, thank
Tonight,
you for
we're
25.
publishing a series of previously classified U.S. intelligence community assessments
That's just
and
a
other
fucking
reports
blatant-
proving that our government has long known these machines are extremely exposed to attack. As one assessment states, we judge that the United States,
Everything that he's quote unquote
adversaries,
declassifying
including,
is already
at a
shit that we
minimum,
knew about.
Russia, China,
Election,
Iran, North Korea,
election
as
vulnerabilities
well
as far as like
non-state
registration
groups
and shit like
have the
that.
capability to compromise U.S. election infrastructure. That's unquote, but that's some statement, isn't it? Made by supposedly great patriots of our country. The document goes on to further state that, quote, we assess that centralized election-related data repositories,
Adam with
such as
another
voter
50. What the
registration
hell?
databases, poll books, and other official election websites, are most vulnerable to exploitation, and adversaries could use this access to these systems to disrupt election processes within the United States of America. Tonight, we're releasing all of those findings, and spanning from January 2020 to June 2026. This is a cyber threat aimed at the very heart of our democracy. Many people have questioned whether it could
All of the
actually
people
be
have questioned
possible
it.
to electronically manipulate vote totals or change election results on these terrible machines. Today, we are releasing documents that show the CIA obtained reporting
fucking
of a specific
bad.
plot to do a big number in favor of the corrupt Maduro regime in Venezuela, and that's exactly what happened, conspiring to digitally rig
Dulcie
their
told
own
me.
country's elections in
Dulcie
2020. and that's what
Rodriguez
they
told
did.
me personally.
This
She told
reporting
me.
included precise
This is not in
regime
finish.
developed
She's doing pillow
to
talk with
digitally
Marco
alter vote
Rubio.
totals in ways that could not be detected even with an audit,
Nobody
no
would
matter
ever
how
know.
deep
Called
they
that
went.
shit too.
This intelligence underscores why we must take urgent action to ensure that our own system can never, ever be hacked or compromised like it was in the past.
You know, I don't
The
even
full
like
set
that
of
bard
documents
armor.
reveals that even when
I'm gonna be
significant
real.
evidence of fraud has been
I like
detected,
the
it has been buried and
I like
covered
that.
up.
I like that bard
Among
armor.
the disclosures tonight are FBI files
I
detailing
like that.
evidence
I
Is it gonna
like
of
work?
that
The
alleged
idiots are
fraud
strong
by
and
a
mighty.
I like the
large-scale
50
voter
better than
registration
60.
operation in Michigan. In 2020, Michigan State
More
Police
Barney.
raided a Democrat Get Out the Vote organization, corrupt group in Muskegon. And we're so
Get out the vote,
concerned
yeah,
by
it's very
what they
corrupt.
found. They were just so concerned. They couldn't believe it, actually, that they contacted the FBI in Detroit. The documents state that some canvassers admitted to FBI agents that they signed voter registration forms in other people's names,
for 25K.
submitted fraudulent registration for people who did not exist, and received gift cards tied to their number of
I'm officially no
applications
longer
that they
funded by
produced.
foreign adversaries. I'm
words,
funded by Adam
Okay.
McIntyre with another 50.
Pay, play, and cheat. The FBI agents working on the case believe that crimes were committed, yet the Biden Department of Justice slow-walked
Biden
the
Department, dude, he's
investigation
so
and killed it.
fucking-
Tonight, I'm asking the FBI director to ensure that the matter
That
is
ball is
fully
crazy.
investigated and to work with the Department of Justice to prosecute those responsible for any crimes. Finally, to reveal just how vulnerable our elections continue to be, we are releasing the results of a stunning investigation by the Department of Homeland Security. According to the DHS review, state voter rolls and public records, they identified approximately 278,000 non-citizens who are registered to vote in federal elections. Since Democrat states refuse to share their voter files, the real number is actually much higher than that.
Okay, dude.
Yet-
Sure.
Even this limited
There it is.
analysis found more than 250,000 foreigners
All of
illegally
them.
registered
They're all
to
done.
vote. Put together, these disclosures reveal an election system so broken and so vulnerable that no
That
one
nobody
can
voted
possibly
for me.
defend it. It is
Nobody
not
could
defensible.
understand it.
Hundreds of millions of U.S. voter files are in the hands of foreign governments. Our machines and ballot counting systems are exposed to hacking and manipulation and corruption. China and other countries
Yeah,
have
the
been
fallout
trying
is-
to meddle in our elections. Evidence of fraud has been buried. Hundreds of thousands of
How
non-citizens and
did
dead
you win
people
the
are
last
listed and
election?
active on
Yeah,
the
how did he
voter
win
rolls.
then?
And
This
yet we
happened
still
under
have
his watch
elections
when he was
with
president.
no voter
And then he
ID,
That's
won the
true.
last
no
election
proof of
when Biden
citizenship,
was president.
and tens of millions of
Proof?
ballots
What?
Then how
None of
did you
this makes
win?
sense.
through the mail.
How did
As
you
one
win then?
example of the
How did you
insanity,
win?
California's recent election for mayor of LA and governor was held on June 2nd, long time
How
ago,
did he win?
but it was just completed a few days ago on July 10th. Think of that, much more than 1 month. Took a month to count the votes. I wonder what they were doing. This is worse
They
than
were counting.
any
There's
third world
millions.
country. There's no third world country that has elections like we have. In a rare move, NBC and ABC Fake News have both said that they would not cover this speech. They knew what it was about because of the fact that they don't like the topic, because they know how corrupt our system is and they don't want to reveal it. They and others in the media are part of a plot. They want to continue this fraud for whatever reason. They want to keep it going. They want to protect the radical left. They can't have a
Fucking
great country, and that's true. You can't have a great country without free and fair elections.
fucking.
Fraud like this should mean a revocation of their licenses. They use our public multi-billion-dollar in value airways for absolutely no money. They pay nothing. All we want is honesty in our elections and honesty in reporting. They pay nothing for multi-billion-dollar assets. Great damage has been done to our country. Our elections were left vulnerable to being rigged and stolen, and the trust of the American people was lost. This cannot be allowed to continue. Every American, whether you're a Republican, Democrat, Independent, or otherwise, should be able to agree that we deserve the most secure, honest, and fair
And we already
election
have
system
that.
anywhere in the world. Secure elections should be a partisan, we should be together. Democrats,
And we are.
Republicans, Independents, everybody.
Everyone's
It should not
already
be a
agreed on
partisan
this.
issue. It should cause to unite us, not to divide us. This should be a cause. We should be united, not divided. In light of the brand new and irrefutable information I have
Irrefutable,
revealed
I'm sure.
tonight, my administration is in the process of notifying the states whose election data was compromised by the People's Republic of China and many others. We will be working closely to
Everybody's
mitigate
doing
any
it.
harm, and we're taking swift action to ensure that sensitive voter data is better protected so we can never be bought, we can never be hacked, and we can never watch a stolen election again. Tomorrow, the Secretary
Dude, he
of
is
Homeland Security will
so
hold a
fucking
briefing
butthurt
to
about the
outline his
2020
department's
election.
recent work confirming
He cannot
cyber
get over that he
vulnerabilities in
fucking
our
lost.
electronic voting systems. They are bad. We're in the process of informing governors, senators, and members of Congress of potential issues in their states. If you look at voting today, it's in such bad shape in so many states, and we are committing to fix it. And we're also committing to be working with those states and local jurisdictions to help them fix and patch known technical vulnerabilities before the midterm elections.
How did he
We
win
have
the election
very
is a
important
question I keep
elections
asking
coming up.
myself.
We
Yeah.
want those elections to
It
be
makes no
honest.
sense.
I've also ordered DHS to notify every state about non-citizens on their
So his
voter
election
rolls
was
and direct
fraudulent
them to
then.
remove all ineligible voters from the lists immediately.
Why is Trump even talking about this?
But
He wants
most
to create a
importantly,
just cause.
addressing this crisis of
He wants to get his
election
dumb fuck,
security
stupid
demands that Congress
baboon of a
must
cult
pass
to be
the
on board
Save
with what he does
America
next
Act.
because he knows he's going to get fucking clobbered in the midterm
How
elections.
easy is that to do?
Yep.
Unless you want to cheat. The only reason you wouldn't do it is you want to cheat because your policies are so bad.
Well, how did he
Your
win?
candidates are
So his
pathetic
election is
that you
fraudulent
can't get
then.
away or can't get elected any other way. This landmark bill requires that all voters must show photo, voter ID. How simple is that? Could I have your photo, please? Photo, voter ID. All voters must provide proof of citizenship. Are you a citizen?
I
of
can't
our
provide
country,
proof
please?
of citizenship.
And hopefully
I don't know where
there
the
will
fuck
be no
my
corrupt
birth
mail-in
certificate
ballots,
is.
which if you
I don't
watch
have a
California
passport.
and so many other places, mail-in ballots are inherently corrupt.
He
So you
literally mailed in ballots.
no
He
mail-in
literally
ballots
did it.
Only voted by mail.
Illness,
He is a vote by mail
military
voter.
deployment, or
He is
travel
only
if you're
voted by
going
mail in
away,
Florida.
business, or
He does not.
vacation.
Ah!
These reforms are urgently needed to stop the vulnerabilities that I've mentioned. To all Americans, I ask you to pick up your
He
phone
is
and
literally
call your
only voted by
representatives
mail.
in the House and Senate and demand that they pass the Save America
Dude,
Act.
fuck off.
without
Fuck
delay.
off. Fuck you. Fuck
Together
you
we
so
will
fucking hard. I
restore
fucking
faith
hate him
and
so much.
confidence in our country, and we will be bigger, better, and stronger than
We're
ever
not.
before.
We're not. I paid
Thank
$4
you.
fucking dollars
God
for
bless
gas
you.
a
God
gallon.
bless our great military, and God bless America. Thank you very much.
God, he's so
Oh
fucking
my
stupid.
fucking god, dude! I don't even know what to say. Okay, look. I wasn't the only person who clocked it, but yes, he fucking did the. Everybody that hates me is Chinese, or at least paid for by China, and that Venezuela stole the election. He went back to the Dominion thing, which was crazy. Okay, wild stuff on that front. All of this stuff has been discussed a million times over. None of it makes sense because he won the last
Yeah,
election.
his
So,
election is fraudulent
like, in
according
his
to
world-
his own idea.
in his mind, it's like, when Obama was president, Donald Trump won the election in 2016. So the system wasn't rigged. But then when Donald Trump was president, somehow China rigged the election in favor of Joe Biden. And then Joe Biden became president and then unfucked the election system so Trump could win again? Like, so the elections are only rigged under Trump.
This is correct.
Like, it literally does not make sense. If the elections were rigged and you know, Joe Biden won
so
by
he
cheating,
was bad.
how the fuck did you win again in 2024?
At holding elections,
But of
then,
course,
under his own.
we don't deal in truths any longer, and we don't have a lot of
That was it.
strong critical thinkers in the United States of America. There's tens of millions of people who just will listen to every single thing that he said and then just repeat it verbatim and will demand these changes. But this whole fucking speech was just about demanding the SAVE Act. And everyone on Fox News is going to make it seem like this is the most consequential thing. They're going to bitch and moan about how major networks didn't fucking run it. Yeah, they're going to bitch and moan about how major networks didn't run it. Trump is probably going to demand that their licenses are pulled.
Biden.
Right?
But then they were still rigged. Trump gone.
Also, 250,000 illegals. He claims these documents will now show we're registered to vote in our country.
And we'll hear from the Department of Homeland Security Secretary Mark Wayne.
That was the most consequential lie that he told. 278,000 like illegal voters were registered or something, and the number's probably far higher. I have no idea what the fuck that's coming from. I'm sure there's a good explanation for it.
Bernie Moreno of Ohio had tweeted right before the speech, the time for complacency with China is over in regards to the allegations the president just made. The headline here is that he has announced that he's declassifying a trove of documents that he claims reveals vulnerabilities in our election system. Those documents are now posted, as you said, on the White House website. The part that you mentioned here about China, where he's alleging that they hacked and gathered voter information on some 200 million Americans over a number of years. That includes names, addresses, voting affiliation. The president says intelligence officials that knew about this did not inform Congress about this. So he is asking intelligence, the Department of Justice, the FBI,
this is the dumbest shit ever.
I mean, I think he's just trying to fuck with the elections, right? Like, simply put, there's no other way to explain what he's doing other than he is going to use this as a just cause. Not only does he want to pass the SAVE Act, which I don't even think he would. I don't think there is enough appetite to pass it. But let's say he does get to pass it. There's not enough time for them to implement this shit within the SAVE Act. So I think, like, because there's only, I mean, the midterms are here, right? The midterms are happening very soon. So it's
August,
not even
September,
about like
November,
passing the
3
SAVE
months,
Act
baby.
and then implementing some of those new rules. It's more so about like having just cause to intervene in the elections. Midterms are in 4 months, right? Moving that bill through Congress and then signing it into law and then creating the necessary authorities to like regulate and federalize elections and demand like, and this would purge virtually every single American voter from the ballots, right? There is a likelihood that this would actually make the elections favor Democrats more so than Republicans. There's also that reality. So that's part of the reason why Republicans don't want to do this, because they think this is insane. Okay? Because there is also that element here. Like, you know, Democrats at this point are college educated, have passports, have more free time, a higher likelihood of going out and like being able to get this new registration done, more on the ball, certainly more involved in wanting to, like, certainly have more motivation to go out and do this stuff so they can fucking elect Democrats as opposed to Republicans. So there is also a real problem for the Republicans if, and this is a big if, this is implemented evenly. Now, of course, it's not going to be implemented evenly because It's never implemented evenly. When he says like we want to purge
We're
mail-in
in
ballots,
Stormblood
that would destroy
territory
Utah
right now.
and Florida and numerous other red states where people rely on mail-in ballots. Right? So I assume that this is going to be a selective application situation where he will only, if he were to implement these rules, he would only weaponize them against blue states or blue districts. Right? There's no shot that this would be. There's no shot that this would be universally
They just drained the reflecting pool, and that.
Here's what's going to happen
the
tonight.
principle behind it, we've done this before. It's the poll tax. It's
It
the
doesn't make
literacy
sense to me.
test that you had to take in the Jim Crow South that specifically targeted people who had non-citizen grandparents or non-citizen parents, as in former slaves. So it wouldn't trigger for white people, even if white people were not capable of passing the literacy test either. So like the grandfather law was a devious way to selectively apply this to black people, right? So I assume a version of that is going to happen, even if he is capable of implementing something like this. But again, he doesn't have the time frame to be able to do this in the next 4 months. If he just started doing that,
But we're going to Garabania.
from this day onward, he would still not be able to change the
I've
rules
been here
fast
in
enough,
a
right?
minute.
So what I suspect is that he will just use this as a way to claim that elections are stolen, knowing full well that he's trying to cast some sort of doubt on the integrity of the process right before the midterms, where he's about to get fucking destroyed. Right before the midterms, where we're about to get destroyed by the Democratic Party. So all Trump has here is to just cast doubt and maybe even potentially do some stuff
It's our friend.
harm the process, like do some stuff to impede on the process of going out and
And
voting in
the
blue
herbicide.
states and in blue districts. Even Fox News is playing it a little safe.
The president made claims that electronic voting machines are vulnerable and easily compromised. Fox News has not seen that evidence yet, is not in a position to evaluate the accuracy of the president's.
I wonder why Fox News is not in a position yet to evaluate the accuracy.
Wow.
Oh, that's right, because you guys did do that, and you got fucking sued into oblivion. That's right. Oh, that's right. You lost $1 billion to Dominion in that fucking lawsuit. Look at that. Even fucking Fox News is playing it safe.
We need to be 63. We're
Look,
only
man, if I was a
60.
Republican in media. By the way, Fox News has already moved on from this big blockbuster speech. They're already talking about the new fucking waves on Iran, just so you understand like how they're dealing with this, right? They briefly mentioned the fact that ABC and CNN didn't show this. MSNBC didn't show the entire speech and how frustrated they were about it. Then they said there's a lot of new
man, it's so
information. Oh, it's
stupid.
groundbreaking. And they fucking moved on. Which was another thing that I called. I said that it wasn't going to be as impactful as people claim
was
it
just
is.
stupid.
And
It
it certainly
was
wasn't. It's just a promotion
big.
of the SAVE Act. But yes, as Zachary Cohen reported during the speech, the documents Trump is referring to right now, and CNN has reviewed all of them, largely
Let's see
discuss
what,
vulnerabilities that have been known for years
Billy D is
and
doing.
or are reflected in the 2021 U.S.
He's
Intel
still
Community
up?
Assessment. We looked at it earlier today.
Okay, he is.
Cared about
Okay.
who we put in
None of the
charge
declassified
of
information
USPS,
supports
because
the
it was
claim.
like, what are they going to do? And even there, like there probably are going to be some concerns because there are big pushes from Trump to say,
Okay.
hey, like we're gonna crack down on states that don't give the voter rolls.
Yeah.
Right. So once again, it comes down to what is he
How
going to
did
try
Trump
and pull
get
off
elected
with the arrests,
if
anything like or arrest
China
charges,
was
anything like that?
interfering
How
with
much of it
them
is a
in the
chilling effect? How much of it
2020
is him
election?
taking it to another completely different level.
And basically,
so that's
his,
a big thing. Jeremy and everyone
his
else
first
that's
term
been,
was
donate to
shitty because he didn't take
lindsayforga.com
care of this,
/donate,
and then
very
Biden got
interested to
elected
see,
because of voter fraud. But then he
lindsayforga.com
also
/shop.
got elected.
Oh, yeah.
Are you able to see the shop
Because
numbers?
Biden
Yeah, but I
fixed
was
the
kinda
voter
wanting it to
fraud,
be a surprise.
or
At the
is
end.
his is his election
this-
also
Is
fraudulent?
this right now?
This is right
Make
now.
it make
from what I
sense.
raised today.
You can't because
Should
it
I
doesn't.
say?
Let's wait till the end.
Okay.
Let's wait till the
I
end.
just love you guys so much. Thank you. We could almost get
doesn't.
another
It
billboard.
just
It's
simply
totally
doesn't.
worth fighting these damn two flies
I had these notes that I was so ready to use, and it's so relevant to everything you're saying.
It just
'cause I don't
doesn't
wanna
make
misspeak.
sense.
Sure. Yeah.
Because when I speak, I make sure I'm telling the truth. State House rep, more responsible than president.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. It's notable that while President Trump used this speech to suggest American elections are vulnerable to be rigged and stolen, he did not actually assert or provide any specific evidence that any vote was changed.
Where's the evidence? Nobody's seen evidence like it.
2020, however,
it's never been
as
more
expected by many in
evidentiary.
Congress. Yeah. Same thing there. Let's see what we have our people over at NBC News saying. Fact check. Trump says he took office after the worst. They're like, oh God, we got to start at the beginning of the speech. Oh my God. Trump said, less than 2 years ago, we inherited an economic and social disaster after the worst inflation in 48 years. This needs context. When Trump took office in January 2025, inflation as measured by the Consumer Price Index was 2.9%, which is generally considered low by economists. The Federal Reserve's target for inflation is only slightly lower at 2%.
I paid $4 fucking for gas
in June of 2022 when it was 8.9%, which was Joe Biden during a global pandemic. And then to speak to where things calm down, inflation fell as low as 2.3% in April of 2025, right before Trump unveiled his global tariffs. And then and so as of the latest reading, inflation is now 3.5%. So we call it the Trump effect. When you go get gas, it's and it's on its way back. I was saying to Lindsay, I was like, things calm down. It's back down to 349. It still wasn't as low as, before his pointless fucking war, where he ended up bombing a school full of kids. Great job.
Yeah.
But it jumped like 30 cents at the gas station I used.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, okay, it's back on. That's right. I know that the American public has got, somehow Donald Trump has made a fucking war boring. Where it's everyone's just like, I have no idea what's happening. It's on, it's off. We won 17 times. What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, we've won
and then you only see it kind of reflected.
Nobody's
in gas
ever
prices.
won as much as I have.
The thing that will always bother me is when
it's still happening though.
When we talk about the stock market falling because of some crazy stuff, it's very largely because he looks at it as a singular point of success, which it is not. Right? We've talked about the K-shaped economy. There's only I'd say the top 10%, maybe there's a slight difference in percentage, that benefit greatly in the moment from the stock market. Obviously, he's trying to tie it to more people, and his past the 401ks, there's the Trump kid accounts.
Yes.
Right? So it's something that it sounds like, oh, people should probably take advantage of, but also it's, when I've talked to economists, they're like, it is to a certain degree a way to prop up the stock market even more, where it's that is where more and more money is getting funneled, and even with the rise of retail investors,
my retirement's in the TRA.
It's a very
teacher retirement account.
It's not a full house of cards, but kind of, especially with how it feels.
I don't even know how that affects the stock market, if at all.
Valuations don't make sense.
No clue.
No, not at all. Well, back to what he was saying. Just some notes I have.
Let's do it.
I think he's trying to preload stolen election for the midterms. He's laying the groundwork.
Yeah.
And so he's going to be like, China, trying to be on your best behavior.
Even though he when he went to China, he was such a good little boy for Xi. He was like, she's my best friend.
He is not.
He's like, the Chinese can't be trusted except Xi.
Yeah. Or Zoran too.
Oh, well, hey, who doesn't? So charming. Fly!
I do have to wonder. I would love to talk to people who are still fans of Trump, and I would like to have a genuine conversation to see how this lands, because there have to be people that are tired.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of different buckets of people, right?
Look at conservative on Reddit.
You're gonna go to our conservative?
Yeah, I'm on there.
I mean, I will say
I don't participate in Reddit, but
yeah,
I love to read.
Oh God, yeah. Long Scalp says when the AI bubble pops, all of our 401ks will evaporate. I mean, I don't know. When I've talked to economists, they're like, hey, even if you look at the .com boom and bubble pop, there were winners. But there are certain things once again, an Elon Musk company it trades often on vibes. SpaceX is like a very weird thing
Vibe
based
trading.
on how much stock they made available to retail investors and how much is like still being privately held. And then of course you have to worry about the waiting period for when people that had the stock are able to offload it. But every economist I talk to is like, this is a batshit crazy thing. What were we gonna say?
So just on r/conservative, is this really anything new? So they're talking about the China thing. Is this like they've had that information for longer? Someone else said, sorry, but until people are perp-walked, I'm tired of hearing about it. Put up or shut up. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if you are the biggest fan of his, it's like, how many times can he say? And here, bro, if you're going to call a news conference, come with the receipts prepared. And that's the top 1% commenter on this
Yeah, and
subreddit.
I mean, one of the main things I'm seeing from journalists that are hopping on to whitehouse.gov, he said whitehouse.gov, but then at the time he mentioned it, you had to click like the top header to actually get into like the files. And a lot of people are saying a lot of this is not new. At the very least, a lot of this is not new. I'm not going to say all of it.
But it might be new to people who don't pay attention.
Maybe, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like just him saying we have the documents is going to be enough
the only one that
for
has a dot?
the person that just doesn't have time to focus on this.
That's what I mean,
right?
yeah.
I think of someone like, so some people that we know that'll be like, oh, well, he dropped the files. And I'm like, did you look at it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to read media literacy. You have to read past the headline. You have to read past Trump's words. Because he can just say something and point you in this direction, but if you don't actually read
Has that
things...
ever gotten anyone?
Yeah. I'm like bouncing. The poor fact checkers today. They're like, oh, God.
I hope they got some good sleep last night.
Here we go. Election officials are responding to Trump's speech. Let's see. Michigan Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson, a Democrat, said Trump was rehashing debunked and baseless conspiracy theories about an election he lost almost 6 years ago. She said Michigan's elections are safe and secure because in every election, over 1,600 bipartisan professional election administrators and thousands of trained poll workers ensure that the law is followed and that every valid vote counts. And after every election, we conduct dozens of professional audits at every level to reinforce this fact. I also just got to say, thank you.
It's desperation.
Good luck, but again, thank you to all the poll workers.
Yes. That's huge.
This fucking idiot is putting you guys in such a ridiculous position, and if there's anyone that can be called a patriot, it's y'all.
Yep. I've seen you work.
Yeah.
I've been in those places. I've been an election observer
Yeah,
in polling places
where I
and
work, they hold
in the ballot processing
elections.
centers. Everything is done in the open.
Like
These people
literally,
work so hard.
like,
They work long
in the
hours, and they
meeting
do
room
it.
next
It's
to the
not like the pay is
planetarium.
great. They do it because they want to help.
Yeah, and I think this is actually going to get into something that's a bit of a topic
Nobody's
that you're
ever
passionate
seen
about.
anything like
most U.S. jurisdictions use paper ballots, making digital manipulation unlikely. Most jurisdictions in the U.S. Let's see. Trump was talking about digital manipulation of ballot results, like in Venezuela, which would not apply here in the same way.
He doesn't know what digital is because he fucking votes by mail.
In some way, but if something like this was attempted,
that's
we
all
would
he
know,
does,
and we'd be able to check it. That's how our local system works. The first thing that the election officials told me following Trump's speech was to wonder why Trump.
That's all he's ever
the federal
done.
Agency that helped election officials protect against foreign
It's
interference.
ridiculous.
It was helping them protect election infrastructure.
I don't know.
if the
People aren't
president
going
considers this
insane
a
about
top
this.
concern.
Right, exactly. Or is he just saying this is possible and here's how they do it?
And I mean, is it at a place where it makes sense to talk about like what was happening in Georgia and what you were witnessing, or no? As far as like when people were debating on like this last
At the state election board thing?
I think what was it the last Republican like forced session?
Oh yeah.
might be
Well, the whole
misspeaking.
issue was when our ballots in Georgia print out. So you vote on a computer, you pick who you want. Okay. You pick who you want, and then your ballot prints out. And on the ballot, it lists who you voted for, so you can check to make sure everything's correct. And then there's a QR code. When you feed your ballot into the scanner, it does not read the names of the people, it reads the QR code. So there are people that are concerned, and I understand why, especially if you think our elections are being stolen, because the human eye can't read the QR code. So because it's not scanning the QR code, people say, well, the QR code might not match what those names say. Okay. I get it. That's fine. But they want to go to hand-marked paper ballots. There's a big movement for this. These people show up to the state election board meetings, and these are the people that I was talking about before, where they are truly true believers. They're truly passionate about it, and they are being manipulated by some operators that show up to these meetings, and it's really disgusting. Anyway, there are compromises that can be had, in my opinion. Let's just have the scanners read the names. That would be great. and we have risk limiting audits, etc. Now, with the QR codes, back in 2024, they passed a law that said, as of July 1st, 2026, we cannot use QR codes to tabulate the ballots. So the state legislature in Georgia had 2 years to change this. And the state legislature only meets for 40 days out of a year.
Much more secure
and
than
this year they adjourned without taking care of that.
reading
So
names
we were knowingly
in a
going into
computer
not a
sense,
crisis, but a
people
problem.
don't know anything about computers.
This summer, so we kind of knew something was going to have to happen.
Right.
So they had hearings. Well, they called the special session first of all to take care of that, but they called it after Kemp and all these other governors decided, oh, well, we can redraw our maps now because of the Supreme Court ruling. So anyway, it was supposed to be a special session. We all show up. They cancel the redistricting because they knew that was going to be an issue for them come the midterms. And then they focused on the voting thing. So this is where they had hearings. They really wanted to move to hand-marked paper ballots, which are not great. They wanted hand-marked paper ballots and hand counts. Slow. So you can say, oh, why is it taking so long?
Right.
And studies showed that more mistakes are made with hand-marked ballots. I would argue that hand-marked ballots are easier to fake, and counting them takes forever. And there was this one woman in there. And she said, well, my daughter is high school class president, and they count all of their ballots by hand.
Yeah, because are
made
there
that comparison?
millions of people
She's like,
there?
and there's like
Bless her
1,000 kids.
Bless her.
Okay,
heart.
there's like 7 million voters in Georgia.
But
it's a little bit
million
different.
is
Anyway,
just
so they ended up going back and forth, and
so it's
they
not
they
that
pushed
different,
the QR code. In
Yeah.
my opinion, they didn't really give a shit about it. They just wanted to change something because they pushed the QR code to be fixed by 2028.
Yes.
So instead, what they did, they came to a compromise where the Secretary of State is no longer in charge of elections in Georgia. They are very mad at our current Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, because he didn't find the votes for Trump.
Did he come in third or fourth during the primary?
I don't know. He was running for governor.
That was so sad. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, the guy that stood up for the rule of law that I probably don't agree with on most other
Yeah.
things, he just got thrust out of the party.
Because of that.
Yeah.
So anyway, they said Secretary of State is no longer in charge of our elections. Wild. Okay. It's going to be nine people who are appointed by Republicans will be in charge of it moving forward.
Yeah.
Or appointed
Really
by
quick,
Republicans.
I know that obviously one, I keep seeing so many names, so many dollar amounts. Everyone, thank you so much. Kenny, 25 there. Thank you to everyone that's going to lindsayforga.com/donate. Remember, do not do super chats, memberships. This is all about, raising for the campaign. But also,
membership, baby.
Let's go. Just finishing that speech, I feel like I'm just going to
Tomorrow,
start.
I got a very
going to
special
more
thing that
campaigns
we're
and
going.
starting to donate because I feel like these campaigns are going to need it to fight whatever fucking bullshit this is.
Well, and also, people complain about Democrats taking PAC money and stuff like that. But I think now you seeing what I'm going through, you realize how much money is really needed for these races.
Oh yeah.
To even be competitive.
Well, when we were looking at we and actual journalists were looking at, I think it was the 2024 election, when it came down to just what was it? Oh my God! There's a figure about the billionaires in this country. They made up 20% of the actual full contributions.
Yeah.
That cycle.
Yeah.
Which was really really crazy because you're just like that is just so heavy-handed
and transparent.
What do you mean?
It's obvious that they're buying this influence
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
they're buying these elections.
I thought you also meant the other thing of and that's the money we know about.
Oh, well, that too.
Right.
Well, yeah, because they can donate unlimited amounts to PACs.
Yeah. Also, yeah, because a big thing that Lindsay also does is she's hitting up, or not hitting up, promoting other candidates, things like that.
Yes.
If you want to follow her, you can go to Instagram.com/LindsayForGA. That is in the description of this video. You can also go to TikTok.com/@LindsDeFranco. And of course, that's in addition to here on YouTube. I think we'll be able to do a collab post after the live stream.
I'm going to do more live streams, probably 3 times a week.
Yeah,
to keep
and
racing.
I think even if we do a minimum of, maybe one thing or I like doing this event together.
Yeah,
so I think this would be good.
Can I shout out a few candidates?
Yeah, please do that because the last comment was, Phil, sell your feet pics for the campaign.
Oh, well, hey, you know what? Okay, so let's start at the congressional level. We have
Saw
Tony
that one.
Kazicki. He's running in District 7 against
funny.
Rich McCormick. We've got Chris
Okay, let's-
Hardin is running up in like Cherokee County. I don't know who he's running against, but he's a Democrat in Cherokee County. Go vote for him or donate to him or sign up to volunteer. Then we have Teresa Lynn. She is also Alpharetta Roswell area, so like kind of next to my district. And we have Adam Cleveland, who's in Johns Creek. We have Michelle Kang, who's in Suwanee. Oh my gosh, now I'm going to forget. Maggie Goldman is running for Fulton County Commissioner. Mo Ivory is running for Fulton County Commission Chair. Amazing.
And we're only level
love
50 and we're fighting Midgard
She's great.
Stormer.
I really love
Oh
her.
my god. Okay.
Beth Fuller. Oh, I love Beth Fuller. She's running, I think, in
I know you're gonna end up
Sandy
dating yourself
Springs?
because you're not gonna be able to remember.
I know, I'm so sorry.
This is just like on the spot.
I know, but the big one, okay? The big one is Nikki Porche running for Labor Commissioner.
If you're gonna say John Ossoff, I was like, yeah, they
Well,
know.
John Ossoff. Oh, let me.
No, no,
if
go-
if I can leave you with one thing, wherever you live, but I'm gonna say especially here, finish your ballot. Do not abandon your ballot. Okay. That's a lot of that, in my opinion, is why we didn't win the Supreme Court race here. And if you look at how many votes John got versus how it drops off, because the ballot was so long. But please finish your ballot.
Yes. No, it's going to be important everywhere, but yeah, especially. I mean, I don't know. I feel actually really privileged to be back. I know that you're like homegrown Georgia girl, but
Yeah.
I feel privileged to be in a place where it's like democracy will live or die based off of a few states.
Yeah.
And this is one of them, and it's like arguably one of the most important.
I have two more people I forgot.
Yes.
Susanna Karatasis in Athens and Whitney Echenike up in Dalton.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh my
really
God.
quick question. I'll put you on the spot. We can go out on whatever amount of time you want.
I'm good.
You vibing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, because I'm just going to keep going through fact-checking
time is
things
it?
and going
Oh,
through
yeah,
chat.
let's
It's like
do like
55.
20 more minutes or so.
20 more minutes? Cool.
Are you gonna put me on
20
the
more
spot?
minutes.
Or,
Sorry,
are you just
let's-
asking
No,
how
just
much
that.
longer?
Yeah. You're like, I'm done.
But also, if you can't donate monetarily to candidates in your area, email them and ask, how can I help? I promise you, they will accept your help. You don't need any experience. We are, especially Democrats, we are always looking for help, whether it's postcards, phone banking, knocking on doors.
I was going to ask, okay, so like the phone banking and even like the knocking on door canvassing, how does someone get involved, whether it's for you or for anyone else? Do you know?
So for me, we're actually hosting our canvassing launch this Saturday in Alpharetta. If you want
It's
to come.
like, how do they get involved?
So for me,
with
you can go to
or anyone else? Do you know?
lindsayforgeorgia.com/doors, and you
Is
can
it
sign
Georgia
up
or
there.
GA?
Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, lindsayforga.com/doors.
I want to check that out.
Yeah. So and on that site, it lists all of our upcoming things. I believe we're doing every Saturday, but this Saturday we're gonna also make some content.
Oh, yeah?
So if you guys want to be in the content, and then you don't have to have ever canvassed before.
Oh, shoot. Let me switch to this.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So you can sign up here.
This is lindsay4ga.com/doors.
Yes. So I'm going to be at all of them. I might not stay the whole time for all of them, but I will absolutely be there first thing to say thank you. We'll train you. Honestly, I've only
Wouldn't you
knocked
be
on
there?
like
That's
a
her
couple doors
deal.
before in my life, so I'm learning too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, oh my gosh. Who is your first canvasser?
Nobody likes you knocking
Oh,
on
Adam
doors.
Cleveland.
Adam Cleveland. Yeah, I was like, when I was talking to him,
Yeah.
I was just like, I felt like I
Like,
was learning
nobody
so much.
likes
Sorry.
that.
He's
It's
another
like phone
candidate. He
calling.
came to my launch party and he
Just
left
saying
early so
that.
that he could go canvas for me, which was great. This fly, oh my god.
I'm gonna. Yes, I got you. Sorry.
Did you?
Yes. One down.
Oh.
He's got cousins.
Ah! It's what's so funny is Adam Cleveland, who's also running for state house, lives like 3 doors down from the house I grew up in.
Can you hand that to me?
We gotta make our stormer.
Okay, but maybe you should
Fine.
mute it.
No, it'll be. I am using a bug assault gun.
gun.
Which it launches.
Where is it?
It's right on the monitor.
Does he have the
I'll be
gun?
right back. I'll be right back.
It's
I'll
right
be
there.
right back. Okay.
Does he have one of those like
Everything's fine.
Everything's
salt
fine.
guns?
We're just getting a fly.
Oh, it's so satisfying when that fly just falls.
What?
It lived. I think we're out of salt bullets.
The fly that lived.
The
Oh, I
fly-
got-
there-
They
There's
have the
two
salt
now!
gun.
Wait,
Ay,
wait,
ay, ay.
wait.
Do you have?
I think it's off camera.
Oh, okay, it's not out of salt bullets.
Oh,
So
come
you guys,
on.
look, it's little
It's salt.
It's salt.
Yeah, it's a salt run.
Sorry.
Ah!
It's ridiculous.
Attack of the Flies.
And now,
I need a
I'm
fan.
getting worked up. All right, let's see. All right. Back to Trumpito.
Did anybody actually do the bingo card? I got lost.
Yeah, no, I just started getting angry and frustrated. Okay, yeah, so we know that Trump's unlikely to get the Save America Act through.
In South Georgia, they need help too, canvassing. You can look up whoever. I promise you, any campaign will be so happy to have your help.
Yes. And you know what? I will say when we went to the Carter Lewis dinner, I felt very inspired, not necessarily just because of like the speeches on stage, but because of just the amount of people, and especially young people, that were a part of their first campaigns, that were getting involved. Yeah. Some with long shot candidates, some with people that were trying to figure it out, trying to offer something new. And I think that's what's really important. I think a conversation that's popped up a lot is like, I am not someone who historically would be like, I'm a Democrat.
Yeah.
Right.
Same.
But I do believe with this idea of Democrats
I'm an accelerationist. I think the whole thing needs to burn to the ground.
Right? And so
I'm not
I
even
think that's why
an
we're seeing
anarchist.
different
I
people
think
in
something
different
needs
places
to rise from
because this time
ashes
in
of
this moment,
whatever the
it needs
fuck we
it,
built.
right? And so just seeing young people show up, because I wasn't
It was built
like
on
that when I was 20.
No.
Like I wasn't like
The
that.
engagement
And
is
obviously
wonderful.
It's
different situation.
fucked up shit
People
from
feeling
the
like
very beginning.
the call, the need.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
And, well, I think it's also inspiring because these young people have not seen what it used to be like when there was actual norms that were abided by, and the John McCain era, basically.
Can we try leveling? I don't even know if that'll work.
But we can make the party what we want it to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you, Jennifer P.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Jennifer P. Wow. I was just laughing because there's a lot of fly comments about.
There's another fly.
No. They're like.
No, there is another fly.
Oh.
Do you have MARTA? I want to expand MARTA. I think it would be so beneficial for all of us. Oh, Emerson!
What the heck?
Yay, Emerson!
Emerson.
Thank you. And you unlocked a new badge.
I've never seen that.
I know. Fly.
They're getting angrier. They know what we did.
We're here to avenge our father.
Oh, no.
There's dead flies on the floor. Oh my God, there's 3 dead flies.
I feel like
Fly
I
graveyard.
thought there was just 2.
There's-
But
I need to
think
get
a
a
bunch
fly
were sleeping.
I swear it's not dirty in here. It just I don't even. I was gonna say, how do flies procreate? It's on. Oh, I don't have it.
Just look away.
If we get swatted, like.
Oh my God, Andrew!
Andrew!
Thank
Yay!
you.
Big peach energy.
Big peach energy. There's so many. Oh my gosh.
And I don't even have to like. Do you remember when it first came up? People were streaming on TikTok and like being like robotic and saying things like whenever you donated $200, they'd be like, "Oh, thank you."
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean like they were like acting like NPCs?
Yeah, that one.
Yes. I thought you meant like they weren't used to being live. I was like, yeah, everyone has to learn how to find their voice.
Do you know what? It's funny. I've met so many candidates who are like wonderful people and they're great public speakers, but they come to ask me, how do you seem so natural on camera? And I say, 20 years of experience.
Dude.
I would not be able to teach myself today.
You know what? So, you were talking about like imposter complex or like imposter syndrome. I got it again after you did the 3-minute push to your campaign before I did the New York show because you were so natural and good and everyone reacted. I got texts from people that were like, she's better than you are at this. And I was like, fuck you. But yes, I said that first, but when you say it, it's mean.
It's coming from me. Should we tell them how much we raised that day?
I mean, it's public, isn't it?
Well, not. So when I did the first push on Phil's show, you guys came through.
Jesus Christ.
And we raised like $50,000 in 24 hours. There's 2.
Jesus.
Stay quiet.
Christ.
Should we mute it? Oh my God. I think it's out of salt.
I think it's out of salt, yeah.
I don't think we've been killing the ones that we thought we were.
I think we've just been blowing them away. Like scooting them.
Just injuring a little bit. Oh yeah, so somebody asked about MARTA, which is so random. I want MARTA expanded up further north. They are expanding the highway further out, which is getting rid of our trees and all of that stuff. We need MARTA.
We gotta make room for the data centers.
God.
We all want to live next to a data center.
Yeah.
We all do.
Totally. Mm-hmm.
Everyone needs
And
to
I
live
think
next to a data center.
Brings so many jobs.
I'm not going to
That
say the
shitty
next thing. I don't
water.
want to loop you in. Let's see. Retired intelligence officers worry that their agencies are being politicized.
You think?
Is this a concern from several months ago? These people are quite nonpartisan, maybe even right of center a lot of the time. In this case, classified documents are being released and given highly political interpretations. These officers see their craft as something very sober, clear-eyed, and apolitical. So one of the things that I think is also important, I'd really like to actually bring Preston Stewart on, maybe to talk about, or someone else, to talk about, like, within the
I'm gonna have to
intelligence
beat this
community,
thing
there's
by my
a lot of
lonesome.
debate and disagreement, right? Like they talk these things out and disagree about like what is actually happening, and so when they come to these final conclusions, like they are thoroughly vetted.
Yeah.
Oh, I killed
Right,
it.
and so I think it's also fascinating that
I did the
Donald
thing.
Trump will shit on the intelligence community if it doesn't say what he wants it to say, but like if he can try and say it actually there is a problem, but
Yeah.
it's actually for me, then it's like then you are to believe it, just cold stone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, this is on a delay.
Oh, I was wondering about that.
Oh yeah. No, this is to have the chat open and to make
Okay.
sure nothing crazy happens.
I
And
was
then
concerned
this is
that
the
it
live
wasn't
one.
working.
No, you're great.
I had to. I tried to program it myself, but then thank you, Jake. I hired a company.
Thank you, Jake. Sorry, someone said those aren't fly; they're FBI drones.
Do you remember when the murder hornets came?
The murder
Like
horn-
years ago, and I was like, those are drone bees.
Let's see. You're just here for the final donation update. It's coming. Krista,
in
thank you.
Yeah.
You say 10 minutes?
Should we do 10 minutes?
Yeah, we'll end at 10:15.
I'm noticing names that I think I know these people. Perhaps.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Like from real life, or
Yeah.
would love it. Would love
If
it.
I know you in real life and you're watching, I love you.
Let's see. Top Democrats took to social media after President Trump's speech to react to his remarks.
Villadina mushroom.
I was like, I can't do it across. It will look like I'm
I
pointing
think we
it
just
at
have to ignore it
you.
until.
No.
it's over.
I'll wait to see if they come into the. This is the kill box for flies.
I don't know why they're not going to the lights more.
They're not moths.
Well, all the flies upstairs, I get them when they're by the window.
Oh well, because these are. I think maybe it's a heat thing.
Oh, and maybe they're trying
These are
to escape.
LEDs.
They're saying, that's
Oh.
outside. How do I outside?
How do I outside? No, I know that's not what they're doing because I leave this door open. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries called the president a feeble, unhinged, conspiracy peddling 80-year-old failed president.
Oh, wow. That's loud for him.
It is, right?
It's good. Good.
My
I'm
mom and I
tired of
disagree over
fucking-
what Hakeem should be doing. I think
Yeah.
he should be doing more and more outspoken.
Tired of people.
Yeah. Don't worry, he'll yeah.
Go leveling.
Chuck
We're ready
Schumer,
for leveling?
also someone that is beloved by everyone in the Dem Party, said not now, not ever, regarding the SAVE Act, adding that the act is dead on arrival in the Senate. A ranking member of the Senate Intelligence Committee, Senator Mark Warner, called Trump's shocking bombshells about China totally bogus.
Shocking bombshells.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on there. Okay.
With Warner saying the fact is our intelligence agencies unanimously agreed that China did not even try to change a single vote in the 2020 election. A single concurring opinion suggested China had tried to sway voters' opinions. So this is what we were talking about earlier on, right after Trump stopped moving those mouths.
Someone
those
said,
lips.
need to start locking up the Dems who slander our president.
Oh, Butterfly Kite says we
Such a
need to
nice
start
name.
locking up the Dems. See, this is where I get into the. I really love that quote of, "It feels like a third of the country wants to kill a third of the country, while a third of the country watches." Right? It does feel like it. Oh
Never
my God,
heard that
I forget
before.
who says it or who said it initially, but it does feel like that is where we are. Like there are a lot of people that say we don't fuck with politics, right? And I will say, some people have said it in the past, and I'm like, okay. When I see people like it really bugged me when I saw it was a Kyle Forgard, this dude from the Nelk Boys, this Canadian guy who not only
I don't know about
helped lose
these
Trump
polling
in the
clusters,
2024
guys.
election, but had Netanyahu on. Because he was
Oh,
he's like, I should give my platform over to this guy, who's perpetrating just a fucking atrocity. Huh? No, I don't want to say
Okay.
that.
We'll put it in the book.
No, I don't want to talk about that.
Get us up to $10,000 in donations.
They'll start targeting me like hardcore.
Don't donate to
them. Shia Levine, thank you for the 25.
She said something really bad.
You think?
Okay. Yeah, no, it'd be.
Even if you say that.
She said something that I would have
they,
said right now.
It is very obvious where I stand and what I am critical of, and I have made no.
No, I was just gonna say they asked.
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
But it felt weird. Like I was like, "Do you not watch the videos?"
Well, yeah, definitely.
Anyway.
It was like a mass send out.
Yeah. She wanted him to say
did the
something.
dementia patient forget who runs elections in this country?
Some fucked
Naga
up
definitely
shit,
doesn't
look.
know. Matt B, you already did. Thank you for the 10.
Thank you.
Okay.
Raskadovnik.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the people who do the overlays to create a fly one. How
Oh,
much should the
no.
fly maybe like $47 for whenever someone donates $47?
Let me check to make sure that the list doesn't. Yeah, see, the list doesn't. This doesn't update. So people have been obviously donating, but yeah, we just have to get that tweaked.
Yeah, that's okay.
For you next time.
Yeah.
It happens.
I think it would work
happens.
on my computer.
Lindsay, when are you joining Dialogue?
What's that?
I don't know what that is. Let's see.
We'll do 5 minutes. Yeah, we'll go out at 10:15.
Yeah, 10:15.
My eyes are burning.
What's the total donations at? That's what we're gonna finish on. So also, if you want to get in before the final number, we are ending in about 6 minutes. I also want to say, we had I think it was 20,000 concurrents at the height, but thank you to the 8,400 still chilling with us afterwards.
20,000.
I hope.
I
your,
think I got
your
2 at
anger
my
adrenaline
height.
has calmed down.
Are there
with us.
people here?
I would have if I was a viewer.
Nobody
I would
has
just have us on
spoken
while
this
I was,
entire
doing
stream.
other stuff, like
I've
something
been
nice to
streaming
listen
for
to.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Well,
Some background
actually, I've
noise.
been
Some
streaming
background
for
noise. Like Emily in
about
Paris.
You can go to sleep.
Yeah.
4
You can go to
hours,
sleep, guys.
but I had to.
When
I was on
pregnant,
a VPN
I
and
would
it was
take
going
naps
off
at
and
the
on.
time of day where Phil's show would come out.
Nobody
And
talks.
For some
Nobody
reason,
talks.
hearing
Even
her
if they watch,
voice,
nobody talks.
Like lulled me to sleep.
That is so weird.
I
I've heard this several
I've been
times,
doing
this
and then I
for
watched my
like
show. I think
a decade. I've
every
been
time
streaming
I listen
for
to my
like
show,
every night
I'm like,
for a
dude,
decade.
you gotta slow down. This is you sound like a manic person.
You match
and
our attention span.
I guess, but because I
Where
listen to a lot of podcasts, and then it'll go to the Philip DeFranco show, and it's like, this is happening. I'm like, "Ah." It's just, I feel like I'm being assaulted.
The only reason I stream, by the
sometimes will
way,
read me
is to
to
talk to
sleep.
people.
Yeah. Well, I just, I like to
Like,
read.
isn't
and,
that weird?
In my head, yes, it's sweet, but also I'm like,
Like,
like
it's
to
literally
speak
the
out
only
loud.
reason
He likes
I
to
stream
talk.
is
He
to
doesn't
just like
talk at all
chat with
during the
people.
day. So.
I hate myself.
And people come in
hearing
here
myself
and then they
from the
won't
show.
chat,
I
and it's
love
like,
the voice that's inside of my head
okay.
when it leaves my face. Your aunt talks
It's
8
like,
times faster than me.
I
That's
could
crazy.
just play
That's
a game.
crazy.
By myself.
Somebody said your eyes are burning. It must be the salt residue in the air from Phil Rambo Ringley.
That's funny.
Gosh. Hey man,
That's-
now that you hooked me up with extra salt, I'm gonna be taking out flies left and right. Let's see. I gotta push my wife one more time.
That's so funny.
If you wanna
Clip.
follow,
He did have the salt gun. I need to get me a salt gun.
If you want,
I live
to,
in Texas.
follow
Every now and then we'll
Lindsay's
get some
journey
flies
as well
in the
as
house
see what
and
she's
not-
doing and the people that
There's
she's
no
helping
bueno.
promote. You can go to
It is
Instagram.com/lindsay4ga.com.
no
I got all these
bueno.
links in the description of this video.
AY.
Yes, LINDSAY. That seeing so many Lindsays for different reasons
Yeah.
this week, it threw
Yeah.
me off. And I was
Lindsay.
like, that's not. Oh yeah,
Lindsey
no, okay.
Graham.
Like, to be honest, though, EY sounds like Lindsay, and then AY is Lindsay. but
Lindsay.
Me,
Lindsay.
oh my gosh! I was at the gas station today after taking Trey to tutoring, and this woman looks at me. She goes, "You look like this celebrity. Who
What
is
is
it?"
this
And I was trying to think of
dragon?
like who people, and she said,
Cryo
"I was like
dragon?
Leslie
Oh,
Mann,"
yeah.
and she was like, "Yes, Leslie Mann." And she
Oh.
goes, "I think you are her too," and I was like, "I'm not." And she goes, "Yes, you are." and so then Trey came over and she
Take
walked.
that all day.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. I love her. And then so she walked away, and she goes, "Bye, Leslie."
I hope that she actually thought you were like.
I think
she's like, you're
when
being
you-
cute. You're trying to.
when
No,
you
she's gonna go
call
home
a
and look up
person
Leslie
by
Mann and be like,
their
"Oh, that
Oh,
last
that's
wasn't
not
her."
her,
But
and keep doing it.
We'll
It
end
is
on
the
some
ultimate
more fact
fucking
checks
power
here.
play.
Oh wait, I'm getting distracted. Also, TikTok.com/@LindsDeFranco. And then, of course, we have those links, lindsayforga.com/donate, lindsayforga.com/shop for the merch. And then I just learned about it along with you, lindsayforga.com/doors, which I think I already closed. But yeah.
I might have an exciting thing to announce.
Really? At the end?
All right.
Do you want to say it towards? Okay. What is it? Yeah.
Well, some candidates in their district have meet and greets. Some
Okay.
people host meet and greets. But we're doing it a little different. And if you live in the district or close to the district, we're going to do something called a venting session. So it's less of we're focusing on the candidate, and it's more of you meet the candidate, and then we all kind of sit in a circle and we just kind of vent about what's bothering us. Because I think that that's the best way for me to learn what people are really thinking and what they want. So it's like
denial.
it's a confidential,
Because
facilitated
we have evidence,
conversation
and
with
it's
you and your
weird
friends where you
that
can just
people
let me know what's on your mind.
look at the
I think there's a
evidence
lot of
and be
people
like, nah,
who don't want to talk about these
Nah,
things or
that's-
feel intimidated, and so
that's
we're
not-
trying to make these spaces
even though you
available, but
you
also
got
so that I
it
can
right
learn
in front of my eyes.
because I can
nah.
read all day about what people want, but when you're really talking to people face to face, so you can go to lindsayforga.com/vent, and this is for people like in North Fulton. And it doesn't cost any money, but we have to like vet the hosts and stuff like that. You bring the people, we bring the party. That's what I was saying.
Here, I'll pin it at the top.
Yeah, I haven't announced it on
pretty
anywhere
not
yet, but my campaign manager just got the site set up today.
Amazing.
So I'm really excited about that because I want to just.
You know the redshift of galaxies? Nah.
My favorite thing to do is listen.
doing
Listen
that.
for Georgia. LFG.
Doesn't exist.
I like that.
Well,
Love that.
I've
Wait,
got
wait.
the-
And I welcome any
you can
person from
see
any party.
it in the spectrum.
That's
No.
huge to me. I've been talking to people who are registered Republicans, and
But
we're really seeing eye to eye.
sirens, when they go by you,
And that means a
or
lot to me,
sound,
especially women.
Really?
Anything happens
That's
with that.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Nope.
So,
Nope.
and that's why I think the venting sessions. I'm trying to get the moms.
Yeah.
You can bring champagne. You bring snacks.
Guys, we it is 10:15, so I think it brings us to the final thing with Lindsay. You're gonna mention this
Okay.
number.
Should we do it?
Yeah, because people have been
Okay.
going to.
Leela's Homeworld.
What up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out more
let's get a little
Futurama,
bit
and
more
this is
upbeat.
Leela's Homeworld.
I wonder if this is when we're finally going to get her backstory or more about where
think
she's
it
from.
is.
We've gotten
I
kind of
think it
bits and
is.
pieces, you know, like here and there, like tidbits, like that she was an orphan, that she, you know, was like the last of her kind. So I wonder
it
what we're going to find out about her.
Yeah, we were kind of blue-balled a little bit in a previous episode that we watched. I feel like it was a couple episodes ago. A Bicyclops meant for two, if I'm not mistaken. I might have butchered the title.
Biclops.
But we were thinking, okay, this is Leela's Homeworld. Obviously, it was a
Biclops.
big fake out. Hopefully, it's not a fake out in this particular episode because it is
don't think
some
it will
lore
be.
that I've
I
been
think
dying
we're
to
gonna
figure
get
out.
some
You know,
lore.
Casey said it, and think in that
gonna
episode as
get a
well
big
that was a
Futurama
highly
lore
requested
drop.
episode, the Leela's Homeworld episode that we're about to watch right now. And I guess I just have not seen those comments saying y'all need to check that one out. So I'm glad now that we are checking it out, and hopefully it's not a fake out like last time. But as always, if you want to stay ahead of our YouTube posting schedule or have access to our full-length reactions of Futurama, where you take a copy of your episode, sync it up with us, and watch
They're
it from
gonna
beginning to
cry
end with
on
no
this
cuts, you
one.
can do so by checking out our
This is a
Patreon. Don't forget to
crying
check out our
episode.
second channel, Casey and Anthony. That's where we
I
post
get
all of
it,
our vlog content.
You can also check out my channel, Casey Cavazos, for book and movie content.
You all know the orphanarium where Leela grew up? Sure, we talk about it all the time. Really? No. Burn.
Burn was still a thing in the year 3000.
Said orphanarium has named Leela Orphan of the Year.
Still? Do you still have to be an orphan there?
Your parents must be so proud.
She's an orphan!
Ta-da! It's a glow-in-the-dark nose you can wear over your regular nose.
Okay.
That big ass machine for that?
Nose goes.
Oh, cool.
Did she say clue?
Cool.
Hey, Professor, what's all this screw lurking out of the machine?
Is this for the nose?
It looks like Slurm.
It looks like toxic waste, and it smells like toxic waste.
What does it taste like?
Oh my gosh.
Delicious fig pudding!
Just like Slurm.
A distinct aftertaste of toxic waste.
So the machine produces a few toxic byproducts.
A
You don't
few?
have to make a federal case out of it.
I'm afraid
I'm the
do.
professor now.
Oh, what?
So old.
I
And I am a professor.
All right, environment, you've met your match.
In the fire.
You're just gonna pour it out?
Oh, keep going.
You're gonna put it in the sewer. Sewer people.
You ruined her wedding.
Get back in the sewer, weirdy. No mutants on the surface.
But he ruined my wedding dress.
Honey, that thing was ruined the minute it went on you.
Burn.
End
Aww.
of tragedy.
Little hair. A note.
I guess you're an alien. What a beautiful, gigantic eye you have.
Oh, she always loved kicking.
Come on in.
Oh, she's so cute.
Every basket for every baby.
And so it is my pleasure today to nail her picture alongside those of our most distinguished alumni.
Often seen in the background.
From heroin to meth.
All that matters is what I learned here, within these unscalable walls, that I have the strength to make it on my own, just like all of you kids here today.
How motivational. Oh, they all want one eye?
Oh, that's so cute.
Cause I'm double Leela.
Oh, that's precious.
That's it, Albert. No more espresso for you.
Mind if we get a picture of you with your picture for the news, ma'am?
Just make sure you get my nonchalant side.
Oh, that's the guy in the background.
I usually try to keep my sadness pent up inside, where it can fester quietly as a mental illness.
Oh.
Yeah, I do that with my stupidness.
I also do
Sometimes,
that with
when
my
I'm lonely,
stupidness.
I look up at the sky and I get this feeling that somewhere my parents are up there, looking down on me.
What?
Oh,
it's the
was
big
that really
lore.
that? Have they been here this whole time?
Why? What?
I was
big
not
lore
expecting that in a
drop.
million years from this episode.
I just got hired to clean up the set of Free Willy 3.
Shove everything in the sewer.
First of all, the sewer mutants will be mad.
Your parents live there.
I'm up here, and they are safely down.
Oh no! You flowed. You
Overflew?
The radioactive waste you dumped in it has made it bright enough to see how ugly we really are.
They can't even look at each other.
As if our lives weren't miserable enough already.
Tell me about it.
He's just a leg.
The instant you touch these mutacious waters, your DNA will be forever altered, turning you into horrible mutants like us, especially him.
The leg.
Poor leg. At least he's got a leg to
Especially
stand on. Whoa!
Turned into a pigfish from a rat?
Pigfish bat?
Submerge the prisoners.
What about Bender? He's just metal.
Wait, I don't even have DNA. Why am I screaming?
We're gonna beat you afterward.
Oh, yeah.
Her parents are gonna save him.
Mutate!
Here they are. They're mutants. That looked like a tentacle.
That did. Is she a mutant?
Or maybe they became mutants so they didn't want to raise her.
The waters can't mutate us mutants.
The leg.
Dang, they got a whole city down here. Starbucks. They got a Starbucks down here.
Quick, in there.
Oh, this is their house.
Oh my god. Have they been keeping up with her? But that's so sad though. Like, why have you not made contact?
Here's when I dropped out and bummed around India for a while.
And this is just last year at Space Mardi Gras.
Space Mardi Gras, he flashed.
It's all the best stuff I ever flushed down the toilet.
Ew.
They kept it.
And also, for some reason, the letter I wrote you full of my personal feelings.
Because she flushed it down the toilet.
Got ya. Take this. This time I'm calling for the death penalty. Not just because I'm running for re-election as Supreme Mutant. 4 more years.
They were chanting 4 more years.
Oh.
Ah, very well. Instead of being tortured to death, prisoners shall hereby be expelled from...
Dang, they got some sway.
I know. They're like the Illuminati down here.
They're in the hood.
The hood?
They're wearing hoods.
I was like, this city looks pretty nice. Hopefully she's immune.
If she doesn't change, then she's a mutant. What if this whole time she's just a mutant? Oh, okay, she's not a mutant. Never mind.
Oh, wait, no, I just... there was an octopus down there.
The lake didn't mutate me.
She's already a mutant.
That's what I was thinking. What if that's why she has one eye? She just got like lucky with the mutation.
Yeah, she just got one eye. Everyone else looks like hideous.
Who the hell are you?
No one. And what's your language, young lady?
Or her alien species doesn't like get affected.
I don't know, but the mom had like tentacles.
Can you translate it? Of course, but only into Beta Crypt 3, a language so complex there's even less chance of understanding.
So what's the point?
Why?
Okay, here we go.
It's a girl.
Oh my god, she's beautiful.
Are they just mutants?
She is the least mutated mutant ever born.
She's just a mutant.
She's cursed to live the horrible, degrading life of a mutant, like all of us, especially him. It's true.
He's always catching strays.
Maybe we can do better for her.
Oh.
So they just passed her off as an alien.
Oh my gosh. That's like messed up though. You were her parents. So you let her believe she had no parents this whole time?
And that she was an alien species. She's just human. A mutated human.
And you were there this whole time. You could have taken care of her.
I made this bracelet so that in some small way we'll always be with you.
Aww.
But you had the opportunity to be with her. But they just like didn't want her to be like
living as a mutant.
You won't pass for human, cutie. This note should convince them you're an alien, and that'll be enough to give you a real life.
We'll never know we're her parents.
That's our gift to her.
Aww.
Better we should die than have her learn the shameful truth of her origin.
Like, I can see the sentiment, but that's still so sad. So this is your hometown.
Your childhood home that you were here for like a day.
Am I a game to you? Or some kind of even more boring Truman Show?
Truman Show? Truman Show's a good movie.
You robbed my parents, didn't you?
Show her the hair.
My parents were confused aliens lost on Earth and you killed them!
You made her live this lie.
I know.
Admit it!
Yes, we killed them.
Oh my gosh!
Because of you, I'll never know my parents!
That's so sad.
I'll kill you!
That would be best.
Oh, man.
What the heck?
She's not going to be able to do it.
They were willing to like die to protect this lie to your own daughter.
Thanks, Bender. Don't do it, Leela.
Fry's come in here to save the day.
They killed my parents!
Close.
They are my parents.
It says your parents love you very much.
Aww.
You must despise us.
You're my parents.
Aww.
All I've ever wanted is to know you. This is the happiest moment of my life.
Oh my gosh.
Just Bender throwing some shit down the drain.
Yes!
The spittoons! Oh my gosh, that child is going to the stairs.
There's no baby gate.
Oh, they were helping her all along the way.
Why am I like tearing up?
Being a mother.
I know. But that still makes me sad though that, you know, they could have raised her still.
They brought her cookies.
Maybe because I'm just like a new mom. I just...
They left her gifts and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Aww.
Like they were like always there.
Tucked her in.
Aww. Oh my gosh. Man, I was not expecting that.
It's funny because we started off with some pretty emotional episodes when we first started watching Futurama on the channel, but man, this is one of them, and we haven't had one of these in a while, and it was such a good episode to find out Leela's origin, and it be that was such a shock. You know, we didn't put it together initially when we just saw them in the sewer. We were just like, why are they here? You know, and then we obviously had the connection with like the professor and dumping the waste to even get to the point of where we're going to be down in the sewer and whatnot. But man, that was a crazy twist, and I loved it. It literally brought you to tears.
I know. I think it's like seeing how they were there the whole time, which I mean, you know, you could like say like, oh, should they or shouldn't have they done what they did, leaving her to be an orphan in the first place. But I feel like for them, they were just doing what they thought was best. And, you know, they were still watching out for her along the way because they, I guess, knew the stigma of being a mutant and they didn't want her to go through that too. Even though it is so sad that she went her whole life not knowing who her parents were, thinking she was an orphan, you know, like they're not the ones who raised her.
Thinking she was from an alien race
right.
too.
Even though like they could have, but I mean, I feel like that's like a whole like philosophical debate in and of itself.
At least she knows her parents now, and now it makes me wonder going forward, are we going to see them pop up kind of periodically throughout the show? You know, it's funny because I think we watched episodes after this, so we never got spoiled on that. I mean, we could have just been very selective with the ones we picked. We didn't obviously know fully, besides just recommendations and highly rated episodes that we had picked when we were kind of like popping around throughout this show. I'm glad we didn't get spoiled because that was like a massive payoff that we were able to like experience and whatnot. But yeah, I do want to see her parents pop up more and see like, you know, what sort of relationship is she going to have with her parents now. But as always, if you want to stay ahead of our YouTube post and schedule, Patreon's where to do it.
Caption was, your eldest child will be the most toxic guy you ever date. Which is true. What are we talking about?
And by the way, if you knew my son, like, he's really the predator.
Guys, if I looked you in the eyeball and I told you that you're about to hear a grown woman call her 12-year-old son her toxic boyfriend, and that's not even the worst thing that you're going to hear her say today, would you believe me? Unfortunately, I feel like I really already know the answer. The answer is, yeah, you probably would believe me. If you spend any amount of time on social media whatsoever, somebody saying something like that is just another fucking Tuesday these days. I love it here. Guys, if I had a nickel for every time I've made a video about a D-list celebrity really wanting to date their son, I would have 2 nickels, which obviously is not that many nickels, but I think it's too many. Over the last like 5 years, I feel like we've seen sort of an epidemic, a national issue amongst like millennial mothers who for some reason really want their son to be their boyfriend, and unfortunately, it seems like that's not going anywhere. Jenny Mullen is an actress and a writer that you might not recognize by name, but you may have seen her in some movies or a TV show over the years. And recently, she's gained a little bit of relevancy for a reason that I would not say is particularly great. She posted this onto her Instagram, which is a photo of her like smothering her 12-year-old son with a caption of, your eldest son will be the most toxic man you ever date. So, you know, that's pretty cool. And when people called her out for this and were like, hey, so typically you're not supposed to date your children, she went onto a podcast to explain herself and somehow made it so much worse. And we're going to be looking at it today. Now, I realize that the vast majority of you have probably not seen what I'm talking about because this is pretty niche micro drama. So I went out of my way, did the humble task of going on Instagram and screenshotting the post for you. Don't worry, you don't have to thank me. All you need to do is go follow me on Instagram because, I mean, you would have had to go to the app anyways if I didn't do this for you. And I mean, I'm not trying to like hold it over your head or anything, but you do kind of owe me, okay? But this was the post, and as I said, it's a picture of her like smothering / like hugging her son, who I believe is 12 years old, with this absolutely batshit insane caption of your eldest son will be the most toxic man you ever date. And you can see that she put in parentheses that this was the original caption, and I stand by it, which, you know, crazy fucking hill to die on. The reason that she put that is because after she got all this original backlash, she did change the caption for a while, but then I guess the guilt of the world not knowing that she wants to date her son got to her, and she changed it back. Now, this is the kind of thing that if she just changed the caption, maybe limited comments, and then gave it like 3.5 days, nobody on planet Earth would remember this. But because pretty much every entertainment industry these days is just so set on manufacturing as much drama and as much controversy as possible, of course, Jenny Mullen was basically immediately booked onto an obscure podcast to talk about this weird-ass Instagram post. She booked the prestigious, not skinny, but not fat podcast on YouTube. The video is currently sitting at 3,500 views with 43 likes. Like I said, guys, this is pretty niche shit. But she went on this podcast to defend herself, and I think she managed to Barbara Streisand this in maybe the worst way imaginable. You'll see. Please subscribe.
Okay, let's go into Instagram.
Okay.
Because this is what I called you about when you were trending.
Yeah.
I didn't really even know
Yeah.
all the drama
Yes.
about this fucking post.
Yeah.
And I thought that what you said on the phone to me hit so true and hard.
Yeah.
And we talked about you writing a piece about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on the pod and say this because I think it's really important. So let's talk about how it all started. You posted a photo with your kid.
Yes.
You're hugging in the bed.
Yes.
Call it whatever you want. Hugging. Embracing, toppling, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Caption was your
eldest child will be the most toxic guy you ever date. Which is true.
Oh God, we've already doubled down. That's not good. Usually when I make videos like this, I'll try and engage it in like some sort of good faith manner. But when it comes to shit like this, I just can't. Like I cannot even try to prescribe like any positive intentions for saying something like this, or at least like wording it like she is. I have no fucking clue what you could possibly mean by this. What do you mean it is true that your eldest child will be the most toxic one you date? Why are you feeling like your relationship with your child is in any way one where you are dating that human? Something is wrong with you if you feel that way.
Okay, those were the exact words.
Yes.
So people don't then twist it or anything.
Which, if you have a son, you fucking know that.
And okay.
And I can explain what that means.
Did you notice from the beginning that this is going on like the wrong side of Instagram. This is being taken. Like you could tell right away, right, when the comments. Well, I think Caroline, not to throw Caroline under the bus, but somebody attached my Instagram to my Facebook. Okay. And Facebook is a different demo of Yeah. Okay. And I think that that's where it started to like get this weird traction.
No, so actually, if I had to go out on a limb here, I'd say that the weird traction is, again, surprise, surprise, from you saying that you are dating your son, or implying that the relationship that you have makes you feel like you are doing that in any way, shape, or form. Because between me and you, Jennifer, and look, I'm really not one to yuck a yum, but I'm going to yuck this one. You're typically not really supposed to date your kids.
Because the Instagram people know you, follow you. Yeah. It's like this is the joke I've been making forever. Like I'm in this dysfunctional relationship with like a guy who's like, you know, can you hold my head while I like vomit into the toilet? Can you wipe my butt? Can you give me a full body massage before bed? Yeah. Can you, you know, be a deer and put more ice in my water bottle? Like this is the treatment. Or Noah who grabbed my butt and said, there was a lot of fat on this butt. And I said, you're not wrong, Noah. Yeah. So yeah, another example, right? Just toxic. Like, use and abuse me. Use and and abuse I'm me. still like, is he gonna call?
Okay. I see the confusion here. So typically, you know, in most scenarios, we call that being a parent rather than being a girlfriend. Now, look, I know dating pool's not the greatest out there. I realize that for some women, with the guys they date, that's a bit of an overlap. But when it is actually your child, I probably wouldn't call him your boyfriend because, again, those things are actually just what you do when you're a parent. Maybe you're dating the wrong people if you see that much of an overlap.
Like I was never that girl. I've never been in that kind of relationship. First of all, I already think of, is he going to call in 20, 30 years? I'm not even, is he going to call today? Right. I'm worried about him not calling. No, I'm going to be banished to voicemail for all of eternity. And I'm just going to be like, I'm going to keep psychodialing. I'm going to be like, girl sending texts. Are you mad at me?
Okay, so I feel like we're beginning to reach the core of what's trying to be said here. And like, yeah, totally normal. I feel like it's a very normal thing to be like, I hope my kid wants me to be a part of their life as they grow up and as they become an adult. However, gonna keep saying this, it is not really normal to refer to those desires as you dating your child. And I think it goes a lot deeper than this for the people who say shit like this, because you never typically see people say stuff like, oh, I was asking my friend to hang out with me so much, I'm acting like an obsessive partner. Like, I don't really feel like you see people making those comparisons in other kinds of relationships nearly as much as you see this like boy mom culture and people saying that they are dating their sons. There's got to be something else going on here.
So what do you think made people take this the wrong way? The caption, or they thought like the hug was? I mean, what do you think set people off? I think they thought that maybe the hug looked lascivious. I'm not sure. I don't think they liked the caption toxic. I think toxic got in some sort of algorithm search. And you're probably reading about like being like abused, and then you see this woman like embracing her son, and they're just like, what the fuck? You know, they couldn't handle it.
Yeah, no, wow, you are still wrong. And the fact that you can't get these things through your head is a little bit concerning. I also want to point out that there is a cut between her talking about the caption and her talking about the hug. And at least in this segment that I watched, it's the only cut I ever saw. So kind of curious what she said there that didn't make the cut. But just so we're all clear, no, I don't think the issue here is that you used the word toxic and it got into like the wrong search algorithm. Believe it or not, and I know you've probably heard of this thousands of times before you got onto this podcast. So me saying
I'm not privy to reveal, but okay. How's everybody doing tonight? It's a super frustrating night now. I just learned some things that I should not have.
What up, everyone, and welcome back to the.
Hold on, I missed
What up,
half
everyone,
of their
and
Leela's
welcome.
Homeworld
Can you
thing.
translate it? Of course, but only into Beta Crypt 3,
Sorry.
a language so complex there's even less chance of understanding.
So what's the point?
Wait,
And also,
Tell me about it.
He's just a leg.
Pigfish
we're gonna
bat.
rewatch
Submerge
this.
the prisoner.
and
What about Bender? He's just metal.
Wait, I don't even have DNA. Why am I
This is why I
screaming?
laugh.
we're gonna beat
Sorry
you
about that.
afterward.
Oh, yeah.
Her parents are gonna save him.
Mutate!
Here they are. They're mutants. That looked like a tentacle.
That did. Is she a mutant?
Or maybe they became mutants so they didn't want to raise her.
The waters can't mutate us mutants.
The leg.
Dang, they got a whole city down here. Starbucks. They got a Starbucks down here.
Quick, in there!
Oh, this is their house.
Oh my god.
I really wish I
Have they been
didn't.
keeping up with her? But that's so sad though. Like, why have you not made contact?
Here's when I dropped out and bummed around India for a while.
And this was last year at Space Mardi Gras.
Space Mardi Gras. He flashed.
It's all the best stuff I
Okay.
ever
Sorry
flushed
I
down the
missed
toilet.
this, But nobody's
They
here
kept
to
it.
like.
And also, for some reason, the letter I wrote you full of my personal feelings.
Because she flushed it down the toilet.
Got ya. Take this.
This time I'm calling for the death penalty. Not just because I'm running for re-election as Supreme Mutant.
4 more years.
They were chanting 4 more years.
Oh.
Ah, very well. Instead of being tortured to death, prisoners shall hereby be
That's so
expelled.
close.
Dang, they got some sway.
I know. They're like the Illuminati down here.
They're in the hood.
The hood.
They're wearing hoods.
I was like, this city looks pretty nice. Hopefully she's immune.
If she doesn't change, then she's a mutant. What if this whole time she's just a mutant? Oh, okay, she's not a mutant. Never mind.
Oh wait, no, I just there was an octopus down there.
The lake didn't mutate me.
She's already a mutant.
That's what I was thinking. What if that's why she has one eye? She just got like lucky with the mutation.
Yeah, she just got one eye. Everyone else looks like hideous.
Who the hell are you?
No one. And what's your language, young lady?
Or her alien species doesn't like get affected.
I don't know, but the mom had like tentacles.
Can you translate it? Of course, but only into Beta Crypt 3, a language so complex there's even less chance
God, I
of
love
understanding.
Futurama.
So what's the point?
One of my favorite shows of all time.
Okay, here we go.
It's a girl. Oh my God, she's beautiful.
Are they just mutants?
She is the least mutated mutant ever born.
She's just a mutant.
She's cursed to live the horrible, degrading life of a mutant, like all of us, especially him. It's true.
The leg! He's always
The
catching
leg
strays.
Maybe we can do better for her.
Oh.
So they just passed her off as an alien.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's
they
like messed
did.
up though. You were her parents. So you let her believe she had no parents this whole time?
And that she was an
But they
alien
wanted a better
species. She's
life
just
for her.
human. A mutated human.
Oh. And you were there this whole time. You could have taken care of her.
I made
They're
this
gonna cry
bracelet
at
so
the
that in
end.
some small way
It's
we'll always
very
be
sad.
with you.
Aw.
But you had the opportunity to be with her. But they just like didn't want her to be like.
Living as a mutant.
You won't pass for human, cutie. This note should convince them you're an alien, and that'll be enough to give you a real life.
You'll never know we're her parents.
That's our gift to her.
Aw.
Better we should die than have her learn the shameful truth of her origin.
Like I can see the sentiment, but that's still so sad. So this is your hometown.
Your childhood
It's
home that you were here
very
for like a
sad.
day.
Am I a game to you? Or some kind of even more boring
Aw.
Truman Show?
Truman Show. Truman Show's a good movie.
More boring.
Robbed my parents,
I'm the
didn't
boring
you?
Show her the
Truman
hair.
Show.
My parents were confused aliens lost on Earth, and you killed them!
You made her live this lie.
I know.
Admit it!
Yes, we killed them.
Oh my gosh!
Because of you, I'll never know my parents!
That's so sad.
I'll kill you!
That would be best.
Oh man.
What the heck?
She's not gonna be able to do
They
it.
were willing to like die to protect this lie to your own daughter.
Thanks, Bender. Don't do it, Leela.
Fry's come in here to save the day.
They killed my parents!
Close.
They are my parents.
It says your parents love you very much.
Aw.
You must despise us.
You're my parents.
Oh.
All I've ever wanted is to
Very
know
sad.
you. This is the happiest moment of my life.
Oh my gosh.
Just Bender throwing some shit down the drain.
No.
The spittoons! Oh my gosh, that child is going to the stairs.
There's no baby gate.
Oh, they were helping her all along the way.
Why am I like tearing bring up.
Being a mother.
I
You
know.
should.
But that still makes me sad though that, you know, they could have raised her still.
They brought her cookies.
Maybe because I'm just like a new mom. I just.
They left her gifts and everything.
Oh my god.
Aww.
Like they were like always there.
They tucked her in.
Aww. Oh my gosh.
It's a heartfelt one. You're gonna cry a little bit.
It's funny because we started off with some pretty emotional episodes when we first started watching Futurama on the channel, but man, this is one of them, and we haven't had one of these in a while, and it was such a good episode to find out Leela's origin, and it be that was such a shock. You know, we didn't put it together initially when we just saw them in the sewer. We were just like, why are they here? You know, and then we obviously had the connection with like the professor and dumping the waste to even get to the point of where we're going to be down in the sewer and whatnot. But man, that was a crazy twist, and I loved it. It literally brought you to tears.
I know. I think it's like seeing how they were there the whole time, which I mean, you know, you could like say like, oh, should they or shouldn't have they done what they did, leaving her to be an orphan in the first place. But I feel like for them, they were just doing what they thought was best, and you know, they were still watching out for her along the way because they, I guess, knew the stigma of being a mutant and they didn't want her to go through that too. Even though it is so sad that she went her whole life not knowing who her parents were, thinking she was an orphan, you know, like they're not the ones who raised her.
Thinking she was from an alien race
right.
too.
Even though like they could have, but I mean I feel like that's like a whole like philosophical debate in and of itself.
At least she knows her parents now, and now it makes me wonder going forward, are we going to see them pop up kind of periodically throughout the show? You know, it's funny because I think we watched episodes after this, so we never got spoiled on that. I mean, we could have just been very selective with the ones we picked. We didn't obviously know fully, besides just recommendations and highly rated episodes that we had picked when we were kind of like popping around throughout this show. I'm glad we didn't get spoiled because that was like a massive payoff that we were able to like experience and whatnot. But yeah, I do want to see her parents pop up more and see like, you know, what sort of relationship is she going to have with her parents now. But as always, if you want to stay ahead of our YouTube post and schedule, Patreon's where to do it.
Dev shouldn't be watching. Like, there. Oh. And Texas. Director on the Anna. Shit, I didn't die. Oh my god, how did I? Oh, I did die. We have the... Did I... Shit, I lagged. How's everybody doing? That was a me thing. Sure. Sorry. No, that fucking sucks. I usually feel like really powerful with these things. Here, let me bring up the. Oh shit, I gotta eat more caramel popcorn. 30 minutes left on. How is everybody doing? I got 3 people watching. Like, okay. Everybody have a decent day. Not for shitty. I don't remember this boss at all. I actually bought a bow today, guys. Not that I'm trying to be like my bard character as an archer, but I've actually always wanted to kind of get into archery a little bit. I just bought a good like recurve bow from actually one of my coworkers already into archery, and you know, he had a few. I got a 30-pound draw weight because my arms are like little schoolgirl arms because I have no definition or any kind of muscle mass in them. But I thought it was fine. I had no problem doing it. He brought a 30 and a 50-pound. The 50-pound was like a little bit of a smaller bow. And I thought the 30-pound was fine for me. And, yeah. I think I'm gonna buy it from him for like $50. It's a Mongolian bow, or modeled after that. I think it fits me like quite well, actually. I really enjoy it. I really want to get like into archery. I always have. Okay, are we gonna die now? We're not gonna die now, right?
Rejoice in the glory of combat.
Okay, I'm gonna rejoice in the glory of combat. Yeah. Hey, I didn't fuck up this time. I'm kind of playing Bard too now, so I'm kind of like in the archery realm. I also got Soul Frame, and I picked the Archer class. I don't know. Maybe it'll like get me outdoors a little bit more and like a little bit more exercise or whatever. I used to exercise a lot, but then Pops pulled me over, and it's a big story. You have to pay points on Twitch for me to give you the story. made me not want to go like walking or jogging. If I was a black guy, it might have done. He's done. All right. Yeah, I feel really bad for them. I think I'm kind of done with Final Fantasy for the night. I'm not done streaming though. Only 10. I'll have. I don't have any more alcohol, but I have. I think this baby will put me up. We'll wait until 10 to take that because that one. The last time I took that, it kind of. Not even alcohol. Little buddy Coco. That is gonna. Not used to it. Like alcohol, give me one. Give me each shot, even 10 milligrams. We'll see. We'll see what it does to me because it really fucked me up. I've taken it one time before. When I laid down, I was. Anyway, point is, what do we want to do now? I'm level 61. Okay. I gained 3 levels tonight. 59, 60 to 61. Yeah, that's 3 levels. So we're at level 61 Bard Archer. Pretty dope. Pretty good. Who's in here? DJB Remix. Like, been the GOAT for the past few nights. A lot of people are on Pal World. So we are here. What do we want to do? Oh, I know what we gotta do. Oh, it's a big one. A huge one. Not a game though. Sorry. Or games. Glendale Archives. New analog horror reaction. I am the last person on Earth and something is outside right now. Found footage, analog horror. It's 27 minutes. Let's go. And I hear the Odyssey is amazing. Maybe tomorrow. I don't. Do I still do I still have I think I still have like 3. Okay, let's
Hello.
Glendale Archives.
Well, it's been a while since I've seen anybody out there, but today I have a full day ahead of me. First, I'm heading to the market to pick up ingredients for lunch.
Sure.
I'm making creamy
Don't get
coconut lime
cyclone
soup
dust.
and a crispy chicken salad today. Feels like the perfect meal for this time of year. Light
Sure.
enough for the warm weather, but still comforting.
Dude, that's what he does all the time. He's like, "Oh, I'm doing this." That's a crazy guy.
Wears the suit of summer, but it's got the heart of fall. After that, I'll be starting.
The end of summer, right before the crisp of fall comes down, is a magical time. I hate summer and I love fall. Summer's my most disliked season. And when that cold snap comes through, bro, that is the best time of the year. Spooky season. We're going to play all kinds of spooky things. It's coming up. We're in July right now. We only got August. Spooky season lasts through September and October.
Work on a new mode of transportation. Everything happening outside has made me appreciate just how much noise matters. So I need something that can move quickly, quietly, and still offer some level of protection. Finally, I'll be spending some time in the communications room, listening for nester calls. Lately, I've been trying to build a catalog of different nester behaviors.
That is fucking horrifying. That is fucking horrifying.
Every call I hear gets logged and labeled. If I can learn to recognize their sound, maybe I can start identifying which ones are more dangerous than others. But first, I'm cutting through this graveyard. It's gonna spit us out at the market. We're gonna get some ingredients.
We love it. The kill bite. Gotta send this.
Yeah, nice try. I think I used to come here with my brother and his friends. We'd sneak all the leftover scotch from my family's Thanksgiving party, stuff it in his backpack, and run through the forest as if our parents were chasing after us, but they never even noticed it was missing. We'd all hang here. At the bone pillars, as we would call it.
The bone pillars?
Some other people, I think, would hang over by the mausoleum.
The tiny mausoleum.
Let's check it out.
Tiny mausoleum.
Yeah. I think it's in there. Yeah, you really gotta watch out around corners.
Oh, that's a nester?
Okay, that's Roland's Point. I think that means the forest trail should be right over here. Alright, let's see. So, that's town. Way out there. That's where we're headed. I get this feeling that Mr. Whiteout is out there somewhere today. Just don't know where. I want to see what this is. Alright, let's just check this out. I don't know.
Our nester? No. I don't see one.
I haven't had a chance to make this in a while. The soup is one of those recipes that surprisingly simple once you get everything together. Coconut milk, mushrooms, lime, ginger. Few ingredients that somehow turn into something much bigger. And the crispy chicken salad with ginger dressing helps balance it out. Nice to spend the day worrying about lunch rather than survival. I just got back from a rough trip, so I need a chill day. All right, let's start by prepping our ingredients. We'll start with the soup, our chicken, and finally our salad dressing. We'll need
Okay, it would not be a Glendale Archives if we did not get a cooking show with it. Fair enough.
Shallots, garlic, ginger, lemongrass, mushrooms, brown sugar, coconut oil, red curry paste, fish sauce. Okay, now let's go to our chicken. Let's fillet it, tenderize it, couple eggs, sesame oil, let's dip our chicken, dip it in some salted flour,
Fair enough.
breadcrumbs, teriyaki seasoning, dip the chicken,
I do like teriyaki chicken. Or like, we're down.
and let's move on to our salad dressing. Ginger paste, rice vinegar,
Bro, just get the ranch. Just get the ranch from the store. He's been at a Target. Just get the fucking ranch from the Target.
soy sauce,
Stop making your own shit.
honey, olive oil. Mix that up. We'll also need some coconut milk and some low sodium chicken stock for our
No,
soup. But
no, why do you, dude, you're the last guy on earth. Stop trying to impress people. Get the regular sodium chicken stock. Stop doing the low sodium shit. Nobody cares.
I'll show you that when we put it together.
Okay, now that we have the ingredients prepped, it's time to actually start cooking. So I'm gonna put this on medium heat. I'm gonna heat the coconut oil. I'm gonna add the shallots, garlic, ginger, and the lemongrass. And we're gonna saute these for 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay. Fair enough.
Another test for when it's finished is it starts to become very aromatic. I love how spices can just come together to create something more powerful than the sum of their parts. Okay, we're gonna add the red curry paste and let it sit for 1 minute. Again, this is a great soup for the winter time, but it's also really, really great for summer because it's extremely light, but it also gives you the warmth that you would get from a fall soup. Okay, so we're gonna add the mushrooms now. And we're gonna let them saute for around 2-3 minutes.
Not a big fan of shrooms.
It's a nester out in the back garden. It's a bit of a peak time for nesters to pop out of the forest. Oftentimes I find around noon and then around 5:30, 6, they'll start emerging. So it's a good time to be inside making lunch or dinner. I'm not a huge mushroom guy, but in this soup, they're delicious.
The only time I eat mushrooms is if I grow them myself and psychedelic mushrooms, which I did. And I still fucking hated them, but the outlet I wanted. But otherwise, like for like culinary delights, stroganoff, cream of mushroom soup, that's kind of what I got going for me. Otherwise, you can take the mushrooms out, man. I'm not a big mushroom, right?
It's really great. Once you saute them in all the different spices, really changed my mind about mushrooms. All right, that's perfect. So now we need 3 cups of reduced sodium chicken stock.
Dude, if you're the only guy on Earth, just get chicken stock. You're not impressing anyone with the reduced sodium. Get the regular fucking chicken stock. God damn it. And just eat how people eat.
Whoop.
You got more sodium in there.
A little extra's okay. Now we're gonna add our coconut milk.
I like coconut milk. Coconut milk is fine.
Let's give it a stir.
Down.
Oh yeah. There's that color. Super creamy, rich with flavor. Now we're gonna add our brown sugar. Stuck in there. It's a little humid today. There we go. Fish sauce. And our lime juice.
I don't do fish sauce either, man. I bet a nester is gonna come up behind him.
Oh.
Bro, I would just get a fucking hamburger helper from the Target that you went to. That's it, man. That would be it. He's cooking like a fucking 3-star Michelin chef. I respect it, but you don't gotta do it.
I cannot believe how these flavors just come together. I don't even feel like I'm capable of making something this good. But every time I follow the recipe, I do it. Now, this is perfect. You can add salt to taste. That's where you kind of get to be creative.
You know where you get the salt? If you don't use the fucking low sodium chicken stock. Oh my god, he's like, oh, you can add salt to taste. Yeah, don't use the fucking low sodium chicken stock. Oh my god. Valid crash out. I think that's a valid crash out. He's like, oh, add the low sodium chicken stock. Dude, just add the regular fucking sodium chicken stock. Just add regular chicken stock. Kill the chickens. Boil the bones. Get the stock. Add it to your next meal. You're not impressing anyone with having low sodium. If you're the last man on Earth, I'm the last person on Earth, and something is outside right now.
But honestly, if I just stick to the recipe, it always comes out perfect. I'm going to let this simmer for a little while so those mushrooms can cook. Saute.
No, I'm not with the mushrooms, dude. Like, I am the #1 mushroom proponent for like psychedelic trips and finding yourself and stuff. Believe me, it helped me quite a bit. I did it all through college whenever I learned like the good drugs and the bad drugs and the psychedelic stuff and the shit that will fuck your life up stuff. But like just a general taste of shrooms. No, I'm not. Well, Evanglair, how did you eat the mushrooms? Well, I dried them so they were like crackers. And then the best thing that I did was I got Ruffled chips. I ground the shrooms up and I put a dollop of ranch dip on them and I sandwiched them between the crackers and ate them. The best way ever. The first time I ever did it, I put the shrooms in a peanut butter sandwich. Worst thing ever. Fuck those people that said that. They're like, oh, what's the best way to take shrooms your first time? Put them in a peanut butter sandwich. No, I love peanut butter sandwiches. Peanut butter is like my favorite thing in the fucking world. Do not do that. Do not do that. Get a chip. Put your dried shrooms on there. Put a dollop of ranch. Put another chip. Eat it. Swallow it like a pill. You'll be fine. But you'll have a trip of your life. Be fine with the taste.
All right, I think this is ready to go. Let's move on to our chicken. Okay, I'm gonna fill this pan up with plenty of oil.
That's gonna mess. Do taste the THC in that.
Now the temperature depends upon the skillet. I'm gonna go to like a medium-high heat. Now I'm gonna let that oil get nice and hot. While the oil's heating, I'm gonna sneak some more of this soup. I picked some of these flowers out in the forest. They're wild sunflowers.
Sure. I like sunflower seeds. Who doesn't? I'm not gonna buy any more
It's worth a try.
until
All
I.
right, now you know the oil's ready when the chicken sizzles immediately upon being submerged.
I'm not gonna buy any arrows because I'm super new to art.
There we go. Now you usually know it's ready when both sides are golden brown. That also means it's crispy, which I like. Now I prepare chicken parm the same way, but it's different in overall flavor given the spices, the sesame oil, and the fact that we're using breadcrumbs rather than panko.
Love it.
It's a very important distinction between the two.
It would not be a Glendale Archives if we did not have a cooking show in the middle of it. And
oh yeah, look at that. That looks incredible.
Baste that shit. Baste it. Let's go.
That's what it looks like.
Looks amazing, actually.
Let's taste this.
Looks
spot
really
on.
Fucking good.
Spot on. Spring mix. Bit of our ginger honey dressing.
Oh, he's gonna get paralysis. The ginger honey thing is a bit much for me. Give me some ranch, dude. Even Hidden Valley, I don't know. I'll take some Hidden Valley. I don't like Hidden Valley Ranch. Give me Ken's, but dude, he went too far with making his own.
Not too much. You don't want the lettuce to wilt.
Ranch, Thousand Island guy. It's fine. I do like me a grilled chicken salad though. I will not
Toasted
turn
sesames. And there we are, our crispy chicken salad.
Sure, yeah. Some soup. Okay. That's what I would be like.
Here you are, sir.
What is that? Is that some champagne or something? I don't know.
Thank you, sir.
Dude, he eats like a fucking...
All right, let's dig in.
Chef Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, my God.
I bet it's...
This is incredible. The ginger, the garlic, the shallots, the mushrooms.
I don't know. I don't know about the mushrooms, man. I do like me some soup, though.
Let's try some of this.
Like, if you're gonna make soup, I'm gonna want a grilled cheese sandwich with it. My favorite food of all time. Most basic bitch food. I'm going to want a grilled cheese though.
Get some of this mushroom.
It's the texture. It's the rubbery texture of shrooms.
This is a blueberry soda. It's simple. It's just made from blueberry concentrate and some seltzer.
Oh no. No alcohol.
Oh my god. That's very refreshing. I decided to make an effort today. The table and the flowers. Why not?
The flowers are a nice touch.
I learned to make this a while back. I was in deep sadness at the time.
I am also in deep sadness.
I could barely get up.
Dude, I spent.
Someone suggested I start learning to cook, just to get me into action.
I started learning to bake.
This is one of the first dishes that I ever learned to make. I was in such a slump that I didn't even know what I liked eating besides junk food. When I finally stopped to ask myself, what do I like to eat? My mind went blank. I literally had to remind myself what I like to eat. I knew I liked.
I've been there. Getting a little close to home. A little bit close to home. There was a time when I didn't take a shower for 6 months during COVID. Nobody came over, nobody cared, nobody fuck. It was fine. It was pretty bad. It was pretty rough. I just stayed in bed for like 18 hours a day. What do I like to eat? I like to eat grilled cheese and soup, like a good chicken fried steak, meatball sub, good grilled chicken salad. Simple guy. Oh, ribs. Ribs are also good.
Crispy chicken. I knew I liked flavorful, calming soups, so I made this.
Oh yeah, and grilled cheese with soup. The soup I mean is not tomato. Tomato soup is fine. It's like tier 3 on my soups. I'd rather have a beef stock soup than we go like a vegetarian soup. And then a tomato soup, and I can make a fucking amazing tomato bisque. Because I got COVID one time, and I learned how to make tomato bisque with a bunch of like shredded Parmesan. I don't even want to know my tomato bisque Parmesan, but with some grilled cheese, you know, you let that shit like almost dissolve, and you slurp it down. Big grilled cheese fan.
But I didn't stop with recipes. I had to learn what I even liked to do. Yeah, I spent so much time worrying and maintaining that I forgot what I liked to do. So I actually made a list.
It sucks.
It was pretty telling how hard it was to make a list of things I like to do for fun, but actually, I still keep the list with me. Let's see. Going to the zoo, going to botanical gardens, going to comedy clubs.
That's my first wife, or my to marry me at the botanical gardens at SFA. Don't like that. Not a big fan of the botanical right now.
I love a well-made photography book. I like going to cafes, get a croissant and a coffee. I like going to the ocean. I love going to the movies.
Ocean's fine.
It's important to remind myself what I like, you know, especially when the world around me is constantly trying to get me to forget. So.
Music. Got my saxophone, got my guitar, got my keytar. I like building Legos. Which we
I've been thinking lately.
This weekend.
I need a better way to get around.
Okay.
Traveling on foot is just becoming too dangerous. Most of the time I cut through forests whenever I can. There are nesters in the woods, sure, but nowhere near as many as there are on the roads.
Yeah.
The streets have become bottlenecks, just too exposed. Still,
nesters.
Sooner or later I have to use them, so I've been thinking.
I'm gonna turn the
I
light
considered a go-kart. Then I thought about one of those electric kids go-karts, but I think I'm too heavy. And then it hit me. A bicycle. It's quiet.
I need to get a
It's compact. It's fast enough. And if something goes wrong, I can ditch it and just disappear into the woods. The only problem is that I need some modifications. I can't just be riding around out there completely defenseless. So I've been sketching out some ideas. I know I need 3 things. Camouflage, a weapon, and a deterrent. So I'm gonna cut and let you see what I'm working on here. Okay, so let's say this is the bike. Now first,
I don't like that
camouflage. Mirrors seem to confuse them. I tried that trap over the winter. Still not entirely sure why. Whatever the reason, it worked.
Okay.
Now for a weapon. Guns. Those incapacitate them. And finally, a deterrent. Sound is my best bet here. Okay.
Sonically deterrent.
Maybe I cover part of the bike with mirrors. The frame, the sides. Anything that reflects the world back at them. Now for my weapon.
Sure.
I could carry a firearm. Or maybe mount one to the
a bow. We're into archery now.
Front of the bike somehow. Add a laser pointer for accuracy. If I can find a noise suppressor for the barrel, even better. For the deterrent, everything I've observed suggests that sound affects them. So maybe I build some kind of release system on the back of the bike. Storage bucket filled with remote sound bombs.
I don't like his
hit a trigger on the
Sharpie
handlebars,
shit
drop one behind me,
paper.
keep moving.
I'm not a fan of
If I'm being chased, that might buy me enough time to escape. I could call it the kill bike. Anyway, I'm gonna start working on that over the next couple of months.
Good. Oh God. Good 7 stations time. I have to go pee, but I can. Peeing will only take about half a minute.
So I'm here in my communications room. It's probably the safest room in the house. It's underground, soundproof. It doesn't have any windows, so I can keep the lights on at night, make as much noise as I want. There's also a solid door with a deadbolt lock from the inside, so that separates me from the rest of the house. If I ever feel uneasy about anything, this is where I sleep. Tonight, I'm listening for Nestor signals on the radio. Whenever I hear something unusual, I record it, then I log it. Patterns, frequencies, sounds, anything I can use to identify them. Most of it probably won't matter, but every once in a while you hear something new. I'm gonna see what's out there tonight, see if I can quiz myself on what Nestor it is. I have a few that frequent this area. Okay, so let's take a listen here.
Got a Nestor quiz. Let's go.
Okay, this one's coming from way out there. I'm gonna use the radio car and oh, I forgot to even mention I built this. So my main antenna on the roof can listen in every direction it wants, which is great for general coverage. The problem
Also,
is that when the signal is weak or
why would it
far
not be
away,
spinning?
it can be hard to tell exactly where it's coming from. That's why I built a directional antenna. Think of it like the difference between a lantern and a flashlight. A lantern lights up everything around you, but flashlight focuses.
Well, he showed two completely different things. I'm not... Whatever to the editor, I'm just saying. The first one was clearly a directional antenna, and the second one on top of the building was clearly an omnidirectional antenna. Just...
It's all light in one direction. My directional antenna works the same way. Lets me focus on a specific area, pick up weaker signals, and get a much better idea of where
spin it around like a
I
radar.
mounted the directional antenna on a remote control car and added a small camera, allowing me to remotely drive and position the system from my communications room. This gives me the flexibility to move the antenna where it's needed and accurately pinpoint the source of the signal. I'm going to start it up. And we're off.
RC cars are super dope. I remember in the 90s, they used to advertise this car that like couldn't get stuck.
We're picking up something.
Because the wheels were so big,
we're
they
headed
could
west
flip
right
upside
now.
down and keep going.
Okay, there's the patio. Oh, there's the porch. Let's get out of here. Okay, yeah, this is probably coming from somewhere up in the mountains. These nesters usually live pretty far north. I spotted a few over the winter.
Weird that
They have a very distinctive appearance. This is what they sound like, but the strange thing is when you're standing right in front of one, it's completely silent. It looks like it's screaming, but you never hear a thing.
Interesting.
Second, get to know this one.
It's pretty fucked up. Yeah, fair enough.
Alright, let's move on and see what else we can find. Ah, yes. This one. I know exactly where this is coming from. Betty's hardware shop in town. I can tell because the Nestor call is blending together with an old radio advertisement they play on a loop. Just hasn't shut off yet. This particular Nestor wears a gown and has chased me more than once. I really don't like it. That's all I have to say on that. But anyway, let's give it a listen. Get to know it. Let me not forget to log the last two I heard. Alright, moving on. Let's see what else is out there.
Okay. Oh shit. Here we go. Right here. It looks like it's waving.
This must be coming from the city. That's a mid-stage nester. Most of them live in...
It looks like it's saying hi and waving.
Oh shit. That's a mid-stage nester. And it's right outside my house. Must have gotten turned around and wandered out here. If you ever hear one speaking actual words, I mean, that's bad. Real bad.
Dude, this is new lore.
Doesn't matter what it's saying. You hear a voice and you think, it's someone lost, it's someone looking for help. It isn't. I've seen them walk straight into homes, break windows.
That is some new
One even
lore.
walked right past my trap once. This one's somewhere outside my house. I just pray it wanders off. Here, I'll give you a closer look.
Oh, that's fucked up. Okay, we're getting to the creepy bit now. The cooking stuff is usually there, but now we have some creepy shit.
Alright. I'm turning off all communications for the night.
Okay.
I'm sleeping down here. Shutting things down for the night. Like I said,
like his family.
when I feel a little uneasy, I sleep down here. So,
got some wild
I think
hair.
the situation calls for it. I'm going to be spending the night down here, which makes me feel safe. Today was a good day, though. You know, after the last trip I had down south, I just needed a relaxing day, get some food, chill out in the communications room, maybe do a little
Fair
planning
enough.
for the coming months.
What I would have done.
But tonight I'm going to get a good night's rest, wake up tomorrow, hopefully that nester will be
Tomorrow's
gone,
Friday.
wandered off. Anyway, that's it. I'm signing off for the night.
Uh-oh. We heard a knock on the door. Come
Archivist
on.
here. Thank you for watching this log. We're continuing to restore and edit additional footage as more materials are uncovered. Being a private investigation, I want to extend a special thanks to our patrons who help sustain this archive. Welcome to all the new members. If you'd like to support this work, see unreleased footage, and help me determine what footage is released next in our subject story, you can find the link below. As always, stay vigilant.
Okay. That was actually really, really fucking good. It's 10:30. A lot of people have seen the Odyssey now. They're reviewing it. I'll see it tomorrow, maybe Saturday, Sunday. I don't know. Maybe Sunday. I think it's Sunday for the Odyssey. Things I don't really don't want to play. A game right now. Probably gonna otherwise, okay, if you're here, I'll tell you what we're doing tomorrow. It's a big one. We got something completely different. Well, we're gonna watch Dusty. I got this today. It's actually right behind. I'm not gonna get it, but this is nearly 4,000 pieces. 3,700 and nearly 3,800, which is nearly 4,000 pieces. It's 4,000 minus 300 pieces. Actually, less than that. 200. So we're going to be building this authentic Assassin's Creed 4 shit. Jackdaw. Not the Journey shit. Big boy. I don't know who these people are. This Wise Block. I've only ever heard of Mega Block and Lego. Wise Block? I don't know. Well, no. Anyway, I'm out. I'll be back tomorrow. Dusty will have a bunch of shit to say over the Trump speech, I'm sure. Otherwise, I will tell later. For hanging out, we didn't talk.